They get high quality and low prices, like never compromising on meals with guaranteed fresh produce, and never compromising their budget with low prices in every aisle, and never compromising their appetite with flavors from your Texas neighbors, and never compromising their wallet with Texas-sized savings. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger, proudly serving Texas for over 70 years.
Lockwood Distilling Company prides themselves in top-quality craft spirits like hibiscus vodka, bourbon whiskey, bourbon cream, and Texas-style gin. With 3 tasting rooms and restaurants across the Metroplex, you can visit them in Richardson, Fort Worth on Magnolia Avenue, or downtown McKinney. Visit them in person or find their world-class spirits anywhere liquor is sold. Lockwood is thrilled to partner with SMU to be featured at all football and basketball games. Please enjoy North Texas's finest distilled spirits and go Ponies.
Guy Fieri called Palmer's Nashville hot chicken sandwich a destination dish. Make Palmer's your destination. Palmer's hot chicken, catfish, and shrimp in the Lakewood area. Mockingbird and Abrams in the Hillside Village. Open 7 days a week with catering. Let us cater your next tailgate or corporate event. With trivia on Tuesdays and live music on Wednesdays and Thursdays, Palmer's hot chicken, catfish, and shrimp is the place to be.
SMU Mustangs football on the ticket. The ticket.
Rich Phillips back at Ford Stadium. Meet the Mustangs time with SMU tight end R.J. Maryland. We're almost right at 1 year post ACL for you. How's this journey been over the last year?
Yeah, it's been hard, but it's been worth it. After getting hurt pretty much almost a year ago, October 19th, it felt like it just happened, but it was almost a year ago, and so getting back to full form has been great for me.
Sounds like it was an unfortunately memorable day if you've got the date in your mind, huh?
Yep. And then surgery was October 30th and pretty much almost Halloween. So, yeah, I got those dates always in my mind forever.
You've never had to go through anything like this. How hard was this, not just from the football and the physical standpoint, but mentally, too, to try to fight back from that?
The only surgery before that I had was on my wisdom teeth, and so...
that doesn't count, okay?
Yeah, this surgery's a lot more concerning, and so getting back from that, mentally it's hard, but it's a good thing that it's hard, because if it was easy, not many people would do it.
You've had touchdown catches in 2 of the last 3 games. Has there been kind of a moment here in the last several weeks where you think, all right, I'm good, everything's good, I'm ready to go?
I would say really about 2 weeks ago is when I would say I started to feel like me again, like my full form, and so I just feel like those few games, trying to figure it out, get my feet just settled in, but now I'm fully ready to go.
All right, your quarterback last week, 29 of 35. He almost had more touchdowns than he had incomplete passes. I mean, how incredible was that to watch and to be a part of with his performance he had Saturday?
Yeah, you barely notice it whenever the quarterback's playing so good, because everything's going right, and so it's just like he's on it. It's like practice almost.
We noticed it. It's incredible to see that. How different is he this year? He didn't become a starter until 4 games in last year. From day one as a starter, how different is he as a leader with this group?
Oh, he's always been a leader ever since we got to campus. I remember maybe June 1st when we got here. He's always been a leader, and he's always been able to bring people together and, just put smiles on our faces, and, we'll do anything for Kevin, so that's great.
Matt Hibner, of course, took over for you last year. You guys ended with almost the same numbers by the end of the season. He has very similar numbers to you right now. You guys compete with each other out there every day?
Yeah, we compete, and we compete together. That's the best part about it, is whenever you have somebody that's just as competitive as you, it just makes the whole team better and makes the whole unit better.
From the time you were recruited here and then started playing here to now, obviously a huge change in where the program is, being in the ACC. Has this exceeded your expectations?
Yeah, it definitely has. Whenever I first got here, there wasn't that huge complex in the end zone, which, it's crazy to look at now. That it used to just be a green little hill. Now it's a huge facility that I go to every morning. And, it's a blessing for people to be so invested in us from how we've been doing, and be able to put that investment in for us to go out on the field and just give them that return.
What's playing at home been like for you, and what's it meant to you to be here all these years?
Yeah, I love being here. This is my home, and so as long as I'm here, I'm happy.
Stanford here this afternoon. What do you know about them getting ready, looking at them on film?
Yeah, Stanford, they're a good ball club. We played Syracuse last week. we're always going to want to defend our home stadium, and so that's really all it's about, is defending our home stadium.
That is RJ Maryland on Meet the Mustangs with us today. I'll talk to Rhett Lashley coming up next. This is SMU football from Learfield.
The final whistle blows, but the spirit carries on. Win or lose, it's the moments we share that matter most. Proud sponsor of SMU Athletics, award-winning Socorro Tequila is crafted in the highlands of Jalisco, Mexico. No shortcuts, no additives, just agave, water, yeast. That's it. Crisp, smooth, and authentic. Socorro Tequila is available at your local liquor store or delivered straight to your door at SocorroTequila.com. Enjoy responsibly. Salud.
Herman Marshall Whiskey, one of North Texas's oldest distilleries that includes a portfolio of aged bourbon rye and single malts built from the grain up with locally sourced Texas ingredients. Make sure and visit our new historic downtown Wiley tasting room and distillery for live entertainment and that true Texas whiskey tasting experience. Available at your nearest liquor store or via their website at hmwhiskey.com. Let's whiskey.
Welcome to the Hilltop, home of the Mustangs and namesake of Hilltop Securities, a proud sponsor of SMU Athletics. With a 78-year legacy of strength and stability, we are a national leader in municipal investment banking and a full-service wealth advisory firm. Hilltop Securities helps governments and nonprofits make a lasting impact on our communities and helps institutional and individual investors develop winning financial strategies. Go Stangs! Hilltop Securities. Member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
UT Southwestern Medical Center was ranked as the #1 hospital in Dallas-Fort Worth by U.S. News & World Report for the 9th consecutive year. 12 of UT Southwestern specialties are nationally ranked, including cancer, heart and vascular, and neurological care. UT Southwestern breakthroughs begin here. The official healthcare system of SMU Athletics. Go Ponies!
When you're hungry for championship flavor, head to Hutchins Barbecue in McKinney and Frisco. Proud sponsor of SMU Athletics. We're talking slow smoked brisket, fall off the bone ribs, and all your favorite Texas sides. Crafted the Hutchins way with love at every bite. Planning a tailgate, office party, or family feast?
Friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or...
no points. How's that fire up a team when that happens, especially right out of the gate?
Yeah, it was a huge momentum swing in the game, early for us to go 3 and out, and we kind of shank a punt. They get a short field. They get down 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line, and to stop them back-to-back times is big time. And I think that just set the tone, calmed everybody down. It did not allow them to grab the early 7-0 lead and momentum that it looked like they were going to, and so it allowed us to then play ahead, the rest of the day.
And then the other one was, you've had some penalty issues. You talked about it a couple of different games. 2 penalties last week. Is that a conscious effort by your guys?
I mean, it's no more conscious than it's ever been. But, at some point, we've got to play, more fundamentally sound and eliminate those. And so 2 is incredible in any game. Most teams have 5 or 6 every game. And so, we just got to continue to play really aggressive, really physical, but without hurting ourselves.
RJ Maryland looks like he's really rounding into shape now. Ymir Knight also has really kind of emerged here the last few weeks. What's it like for you to have that combo, both of slot receivers underneath and across the middle?
Yeah, I mean, Ymir Knight's a really talented player, not just as a punt returner. You're seeing it receiver. And so, we always felt like him, RJ, and Hibner were 3 really good players in those slot positions for us. RJ and Hibner are as healthy as they've been. I think you saw that last week. Hopefully we'll continue to see that. And then getting Jordan back, having him and Romello and Jalen Cooper and those guys on the outside gives us good balance.
Stanford made a coaching change back in the spring. Frank Reich here as the interim coach. Kind of sounds unusual when they did it. How do you think he's been kind of taking control of this team?
I think he's done a great job. I mean, it's obviously I remember Frank when he was playing, with the Bills back in the day, and then got to spend some time with him in May. He's awesome. I think what him and Andrew are doing this year makes a lot of sense for them, just stabilizing things. And, when you go and the expectations, this is a 1-year deal. He's not opining for the job. He can just really pour into those kids, the team. I think he gives them calm, consistency, and they have an identity, and I think that's why they're a better football team than the one we played last year.
Their quarterback, Ben Branson, got off to a little bit of a slow start. Not slow last week, 444 yards against San Jose State. What have you seen from him?
Yeah, I mean, he's played well. They got good balance. You know, they probably run the ball and commit to running the ball more than anybody we've played so far, but they can really throw it. And so it's a very balanced attack. They really eat the clock up. You know, if we don't do a good job of getting off the field on third downs, they'll keep the ball away from us. And, you know, so we've just we've got to be able to stop the run like always, not give up the explosive plays, and get off the field on third down.
He's got some targets, too. C.J. Williams, Bryce Farrell, the receivers. Sam Rouse, their tight end, is probably one of the better ones in the league, too.
Yeah, that's an NFL tight end. He's a really good player. They got a solid running back. They got a couple wideouts. Like, they're an all-around good team. We need to win the line of scrimmage, our D-line versus their O-line.
They have struggled to stop the pass defensively. Is that an area that you're looking to attack here today?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they've struggled to stop the pass, but it's also because they do a great job stopping the run. I think that's where they changed from a year ago. They've committed to being one of the better run defenses that we will face. And, you know, they're trying to make you one-dimensional. And so sometimes you give up more yards statistically when that happens, but they're still playing pretty good defense compared to what they did a year ago. And so we still have to be balanced, but, you know, we got to find a way to run the ball well enough to be able to dictate the flow of the game.
Streak talk can be repetitive, but hey, 18 in a row in conference play, that's the best in the nation right now. It's worth talking about, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to do. I mean, 18 straight's kind of crazy, and 9 straight in the ACC, and you know, we just want to get number 2 and be 2-0. But if we do that, now you run that to 19-10, and I just think it's really good reminder of where we've come over the last 3 years, and you know, what we can continue to build off of.
That is our Chalk Talk today with SMU head coach Brett Lashley. Starting lineups and kickoff coming next. This is SMU football from Learfield.
On the Mustang Sports Network, the keys to success are presented by Capital Title, a Shattuck company. Capital Title, the largest independent title company in the United States. From the Milestone Radio booth, here are Rich Phillips and Scott Garner.
Away from kickoff on a beautiful day here in Dallas, Texas. Sunny skies, 79 degrees. It's SMU and Stanford. Scott, let's get those Capital Title as Shattuck Company keys to success.
Thank you very much, Rich. Let's look at key number 1 for the Mustangs. You've got to pressure Stanford quarterback Ben Branson. SMU has 13 sacks this year. That's 5th best in the ACC, 31st best in the country. Stanford offensive line, they're very young, they're very inexperienced. They will allow some splits up front. Expect the ears to be pinned back. From an SMU perspective, they're going to be coming after Branson today. Stanford has allowed 14 sacks this year. Only 18 teams in the country are worse than that. Key number 1 for the Mustangs, pressure Stanford quarterback Ben Branson. Key number 2 for the Mustangs, keep Kevin Jennings in rhythm. Jennings has been elite each of the last 2 games. Last week against Syracuse, probably the best game he's ever played for SMU. Made every throw imaginable, only had 2 bad plays the entire game, the sack and the interception, but completed 83% of his passes. He was fantastic, made every throw. Got to keep Jennings in rhythm today. Key number 3 for the Mustangs, keep your eye on Stanford's number 0 at wide receiver, but particularly number 3. Wide receivers Caden High and C.J. Williams combined for 17 grabs last game against San Jose State. They were targeted 26 times between them. Stanford gets the ball to Williams any way they can. He's got a big catch radius. He can catch a bad pass without a whole lot of space. So you've got to keep your eye on number 0 and particularly number 3. Those are the 3 keys. Pressure the quarterback, get Ben Branson, keep Jennings in rhythm, and key number 3, keep your eyes on 0 and 3.
You mentioned that C.J. Williams, number 3. In 2 years at Wisconsin, he caught 31 balls. He has 28 already in 5 games this year.
Can you believe they threw him 19 times in that game against San Jose State? 19 times.
And he caught 11 of them for 130 yards, and then Caden High had 5 for 110. For SMU, nobody had gaudy numbers. Everybody just had great numbers last week, starting with the quarterback, of course, Kevin Jennings, who threw 29 of 35 for 285 yards and 4 touchdowns. That is the second best completion percentage in an SMU game ever at 82.9%, and he had 16 straight completions for Kevin at one point, which is the second best ever by an SMU player. So Jennings continues to deal offensively. The weapons are healthy now with Jordan Hudson back in there, and you heard R.J. Maryland early on the pregame show. I could just see it in his eyes when I talked to him this week that he feels so much better now and really has for about the last 3 weeks, like he's really there coming back from the knee injury suffered against this Stanford team just under 1 year ago today.
It's great to see it, but the SMU wide receiving corps has just been fantastic. Hibner, 10 catches his last 3 games. Hudson, last 2 games, 9 catches, 2 touchdowns. But Ymir Knight, the last 3 games, 14 grabs, 10 his last 2 games. And, boy, Brinson, 7 grabs in the last ball game. They're spreading the wealth, but just getting Hudson back has helped relieve the pressure in so many ways.
The emergence of Ymir Knight the last several weeks, I think, has really gone kind of unnoticed by some.
Yeah.
That gives them, with Hibner and Maryland, 3 options, really, among slot receivers. Ymir kind of doing what we were expecting him to do because it's what he did at James Madison last year.
Well, he's caught 10 balls the last 2 games, and the 5 catches against TCU were shining. But 5 for 41 against Syracuse, the touchdown. But he scores on that whip route. Incredible speed to turn the corner on that. And really opened explosive play with a huge block in the screen game for Brinson. So the wide receivers have been blocking well. They got the ball out to the edge a lot in the screen game. That's why we ran for less than 80 yards. Kind of an extension to the run game because Syracuse loaded the box. We'll see how Stanford tries to approach the Mustangs' rushing attack today.
How much do the Mustangs like playing at Ford Stadium? In their last 18 home games, they're 16-2. The scoring average, 47.1 points in the last 18 home games. Hey, there's a lot of conference teams mixed into those 18 games, and they've averaged 47 a game.
And remember, SMU's permitted 18 points or fewer in 3 of the last 5 games, but as a team, SMU only scoring about 34 a game, and you say only because we've been so explosive the last couple of years, but here at home, Rich just noted it, man, the points have been aplenty, almost like a waterfall.
SMU game captains heading out to midfield for our coin toss. It's Ahmad Moses, Isaiah Wacobia, Jeffrey Imba, and TJ Harden. Bear with me on player ID today as we go with the blackout today. That means it's black jerseys with dark blue numbers. How those look, Scott?
I paid somebody. I said, hey, make this thing difficult on Rich. Wear the black uniforms today.
Here's our referee, Nate Black, with the team captains for the opening coin toss today.
Gentlemen, our coin today is courtesy of the U.S. Army Special Forces. The lion will represent heads. The continent of Africa will represent tails. My visiting captain, what's your call?
Tails.
Tails is called. Coach Barnes, will you do the honors? We're going to let it hit the ground. Tails is called. It's tails. You won the toss. Stanford has won the toss with a further option to the second half. You want the ball. Which way do you want to kick? All right, white's down here. White's down here. SMU will receive to begin the game. Gentlemen, good luck.
That is SMU women's basketball coach Adia Barnes doing the coin toss today. And the Mustangs will take the football first with Kevin Jennings, of course, at quarterback, the 6-foot junior from South Oak Cliff. 115 of 161, 1,411 yards, 13 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He's 13-5 in his career as a starter. TJ Harden, the primary back, 6'2", senior from Los Angeles. He's run for 376 yards and 5 touchdowns to lead the team. At wide receiver, Jordan Hudson, 6'1", senior from Garland High School, 10 catches, 116 yards, 2 scores. Romello Brinson, 6'2", senior from Miami, Florida. He's already set a career high for yards in a single season. He has 436. That's third in the ACC. He also has 3 touchdowns. The tight ends, 2 of them. R.J. Maryland, 6'4", senior from South Lake Carroll. He's caught 2 touchdowns in the last 3 weeks. Matt Hibner, the 6'5" grad student from Burke, Virginia. He is also 13 for 104 and a touchdown. I believe Savion Bird will be the left tackle, the 6'5", 304-pound senior from Duncanville High School, because I believe Andrew Chambly's going to start ahead of P.J. Williams at right tackle. P.J. a little dinged up. Chambly, the 6'6" junior from Maumelle, Arkansas, a new father. He missed last week's game because of the birth of his baby. Logan Parr, the left guard, 6'4", 318, grad student from Elotes, Texas. Josh Bates, the center, 6'3", 315, sophomore from Durango, Colorado. Addison Nichols is the right guard, 6'5", 320, a junior from Norcross, Georgia. To kick off, here is Emmett Kinney for Stanford, and Link Rhodes is going to watch that one bounce about 7-8 yards behind him in the end zone. SMU will have it at the 20-yard line. Stanford will go with Tavaruha Tafiti at the edge. He leads the team with 4 tackles for loss. Wilfredo Ibar on the other side. Anthony Franklin and Clay Patterson are their tackles. I believe Sam Mattingly's going to start at middle linebacker. Matt Rose, their leading tackler, out for the first half this week because of a targeting call. Josiah Galvan is going to be their other linebacker. Their corners, Aaron Morris, Colin Wright. Their safeties, Jay Green Green, Mitch Lieber. We'll see a lot of Scotty Edwards back there in the secondary, too. First down and 10 for SMU at their own 25-yard line. And the Mustangs with T.J. Harden as the running back. Everybody loads up on the right side, and they go play action. Jennings looking deep. He's hit. The ball comes out, bounced off one of his own men. They'll call it an incomplete pass. He was hit and wrapped up from behind and nearly sacked.
It's second down.
Mustangs have only permitted 9 sacks so far this year, but yeah, that was pretty close. I, like you, thought initially that might be a fumble, and I thought as well as we protected the ball, man, Stanford got pressure.
Clay Patterson, the tackle with the pressure. Second down and 10. Here is a handoff. T.J. Harden coming right. Slips through one guy, but the next guy has him down at the 27-yard line. A pickup of just 2 on the play. It'll be third down and 8.
Darius Davis coming in there from his safety position to get down in there to make that play. That's what Syracuse did early in the game. They brought safeties down to the box, and Stanford trying to improve on getting their safeties to the point of attack in the run game. That was much improved for the Cardinals.
Empty backfield on third down and 8 for SMU at the 27-yard line. First series of the game. Pressure coming. Jennings slips to his right, and he's tackled. He'll be sacked back at the 15-yard line. That was a blitz coming off of the edge from Scotty Edwards, who comes up with his first sack of the season, and SMU will go 3 and out.
Well, and the thing is, they show blitz early. They move the linebacker. He retreated, but then they bring the play side backer, and man, I tell you what, 2 pressures in a row to start in 3 plays. Not a good start for the SMU offensive line.
Liam Thorpe, a freshman out of New York, is going to be back at his own 38, awaiting the Wade McSparron punt. He's kicking from at his goal line. Mustangs 3 and out on their opening possession, giving up some big pressure. McSparron with a high but somewhat short kick, and it's muffed and picked up by SMU. Picked up at the 45. You can't advance the muff punt. Romello Brinson picks up the muff punt at about the 48-yard line of Stanford. That was Liam Thorpe, a freshman, making a big freshman mistake as he came forward and didn't come forward with much aggressiveness to try to catch that punt.
Really on the field, the kick was muffed by the receiving team. Recovered by the kicking team. By rule, that ball cannot be returned. It's first down, SMU.
And remember, it was a big play last year that got the Mustangs off the schneid with an 87-yard throw to the post to Moochie Dixon to put SMU on the board early. SMU winning that game last year against Stanford 40-10, and now they fumble the punt, and the Mustangs get it at midfield.
First down 10 at the 50-yard line for SMU. Romello Brinson late getting back from recovering the muff punt. He'll go wide left. T.J. Harden, the running back. 13:38 to go first quarter. No score, SMU and Stanford. 4-man front for the Cardinal. Out of the shotgun, Jennings pumps left quickly. Now he's going to throw a deep out that goes through the hands of his intended receiver. It's R.J. Maryland at the 42, incomplete.
Yeah, Anthony Franklin comes in now with just 5 tackles, 1 TFL. And only 3 pressures for his career, but he got tremendous pressure right there, bull rushing Josh Bates and Addison Nichols down there, too. They're getting some good pressure up front without having to blitz. Clay Patterson down there, too, the Yale transfer. Their best lineman also providing some pressure.
Second and 10 at midfield. Play action again. They throw a swing pass left. It's caught and immediately tackled out there is Ymir Knight. He had no chance. Right at the line of scrimmage. That was played well by Jay Green out of Houston Lamar. He had him right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, and if you watch Stanford's games this year, they're not nearly this aggressive. They are really getting up there at the point of attack. Jay Green, a guy that rallies to the ball well, made some solid tackles on an island last game against San Jose State. That was another one for the safety.
Third down, almost 11 here. They're just shy of the 50-yard line now. 2-by-2 the receivers for Kevin Jennings. Harden is his running back.
Boy, Mustangs got him set up here for a deep ball, but I don't know about 3rd and 11.
5 men up front for Stanford. And Jennings wants to throw. They only rush 3. He steps up in the pocket, runs to his right, going to lob this one downfield and just a little bit too far out in front of his intended receiver. I think that's Ymir Knight down at the 30-yard line. And that'll be a second straight 3 and out for SMU.
Boy, and that's the throw that Kevin Jennings has been so accurate on the last couple of weeks. He just got under the ball a little bit, didn't get extension on that lob pass, that touch pass to the corner on really a little over route right there by Knight, and it goes incomplete. But he's been making that throw the last 2 weeks.
Let's see how Liam Thorpe does this time on the return. He's back there at his own 12. He muffed one just a moment ago at midfield.
But what shouldn't go over shadows is that Stanford has held SMU to 3 and out twice now.
At least they flipped the field instead of giving the ball at midfield. They're going to have Stanford deep at their own end. That one hit at the 5. Great kick from McSparron, and it was down at about the 8-yard line by the SMU Mustangs. I believe that was Jalen Moses who downed the ball.
Yeah, and Moses reaches out with his left hand to down it.
Timeout with 12:31 to go first quarter. It's no score. SMU and Stanford. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Okay, Texas, pop quiz. True or false? Walmart has more than 500 million items online. True. Find a huge selection online that you can't find in stores. True or false? Groceries always cost more when they're delivered. False. Walmart's grocery prices are the same for delivery as they are in store. Last one. Walmart can deliver in as fast as an hour. True, y'all. Use Express Delivery to get eligible items to your doorstep before the pool party starts. Walmart. Who knew? Subject to availability. Fees and restrictions apply.
Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is GiveMeTheVin.com. We love to buy cars. People don't trust car buyers. People think the price is going to be wrong, and people think it's going to be a hassle. Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is what we do at GiveMeTheVin.com, and that's what makes us America's best car buyer. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com right now and get a quote on yours.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
As a proud sponsor of SMU Athletics, Children's Health provides world-class, compassionate care to future Mustangs and kids across North Texas. We're leaders in the field of pediatric health care, driving groundbreaking research and game-changing treatments, all with the goal of making life better for children. From common colds to the most complex conditions, parents can rely on our award-winning team to offer the highest quality care for kids of all ages. See how we're doing the incredible for the next generation of Mustangs at childrens.com. Pony up.
Fire, water, or mold damage to your home or business can be devastating. Zeus Restoration will be there fast. Now with teams at Fort Worth, we've got you covered anywhere in the Metroplex. When we restore, we make it better than before. That's the Zeus promise. Zeus Restoration is the official restoration company of SMU Athletics. And now with teams at Fort Worth, we've got you covered anywhere in the Metroplex. Schedule a free inspection at ZeusRestoration.com.
Zeus Restoration. When we restore, we make it better than before.
This is SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket!
Passionate fans and ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combination. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola and go Mustangs. Well, the Stanford Cardinal have it back. SMU has been forced to go 3 and out twice in a row after the Stanford muff punt early. But the Cardinal have it for the first time on offense from their own 8-yard line, 0-0 game.
SMU defense, Cameron Robertson at one end. He leads the team with 3 sacks, along with Jeffrey Imba, who starts at tackle. Isaiah Smith, the other end. Terry Webb, the other tackle. Brandon Booker, Alex Kilgore, the linebackers. The nickelback, Deuce Harmon. The corner, Speedy Nettles. Jalen Davis Robinson on 1st down and 10. They hand this one off. Stanford does right up the middle to Micah Ford for about a 2-yard gain. The safeties for SMU, Ahmad Moses, Isaiah Wacobia. Ben Branson is the quarterback for Stanford, an Oregon State transfer who threw for 444 yards in their last game against San Jose State. He only has 5 touchdowns on the year. Micah Ford, their running back, and he got no gain on that first play at 2nd down and 10.
Watch Cole Branson. He's gotten better and better each game. He threw for 450 last game for Stanford.
Out of a shotgun for Cole Branson. 4 up front for SMU on 2nd down and 10. They hand it off again to Micah Ford. Big hole coming left to the 15. Breaks a tackle to the 18. He has a 1st down to the 20 before he's finally taken down at the 22. Well, Cameron Robertson all the way downfield to tackle him at the 21, a gain of 13.
The center, Fisher Anderson, with a good fan block down there on the 3 technique. He's a smart. He's the center. He's captain of the unit. Well, Standard Bull Rush gave him problems last week. Stanford's come out with an edge on offense and defense here to start.
1st down and 10. Stanford at their 21-yard line, scoreless here with 11:30 to go first half at SMU.
Hey, that's a 13-yard run for a team that averages 96 yards a game on the ground.
Micah Ford is the running back. 1st and 10 from the 21. They go right to left, Stanford does in this first quarter. Tight end motions from left to right. Looking to throw. Cole Branson does right side. Delivers at the 30-yard line. A 1st down up to the Stanford 33 on the completion to Bryce Farrell. Ahmad Moses makes the stop.
Farrell's had catches this year of 40, 50, and 68 yards. And that time, strong over the middle, finding the soft spot in the zone. That's what he did repeatedly against San Jose State. Teams have been making a living going up the seam against the Mustangs, and Stanford does it there.
Keviante Spears, Kevin Allen come on at defensive tackle for SMU. 1st down and 10 at the 33-yard line for Stanford. We're scoreless a little over 4 minutes in. Cole Branson will go under center for the first time here with Micah Ford as the deep tailback. And All whistle.
Frank Wright, I think, wanted a timeout.
Team administration, please stop playing the music once the offense is over the ball. It's first down.
There you go. Admonishment to the stadium staff.
How about that?
Turn that down.
Hey,
Frank Wright, the old man over there, going, turn that down.
Hey, when you say turn it down, I kind of think you're talking about tempo. Man, has that been turned down here with these Cardinals?
Sure has. 1st and 10, Stanford at their own 33-yard line. 10:24 to go first quarter, scoreless with SMU.
Remember, they're a pro-style offense. They're not this up-tempo air raid that we generally see.
Cole Branson under center with a 4-man front from SMU. 2 tight ends to the left. Ford is the deep tailback. 1st and 10. And Branson goes play action, and he's got to be sacked. Coming right off the left edge hard, Isaiah Smith. And that'll be his 17th career sack. Moves him into the top 10 all-time in SMU history.
Boy, he had a big sack last week, too, against Syracuse coming off the edge. He's really started to turn it up. He used his speed to blow by for a tackle for a loss, too, against Syracuse. And that time, he just completely made house with off that right tackle position. Nice play by Smith. That's the play, and that's the Smith that we saw repeatedly last year.
Well, he just went right around Khalil House, the 305-pound sophomore. It's second and 18 at the 25-yard line for Stanford. They try a screen pass, and the running back was tied up blocking at the time. They have a flag coming down. I think they may have a pass interference on Cam Robertson. He was tangled up with Cole Tabb.
Defense, number 9, 10-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Yeah, Cameron Robertson reached out and grabbed the potential wide receiver there coming out of the backfield. Pretty smart play if you can get away with it, but he didn't.
Cole Tabb, the running back on that play, who was the intended receiver. And Robertson was trying to go out the flat because he read screen.
Yeah.
Created a little bit too much. So the real killer of it is they had 2nd down and 18. Now they have 1st down and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Robertson's been doing better, too, on his heel line chasing, running down guys from behind. The 2 ends have really turned it up the last couple of games.
I formation this time. Cole Tabb is the tailback. Play action to him. Branson looking deep, and he waits too long. He's sacked again. 2nd time in 3 plays he's been sacked. This time it's Jeffrey Embaugh, his team leading 4th.
Well, Jeffrey Embaugh drew consistent double teams against Syracuse, and that time he's able to go to the fake to the inside, went to the outside, went right by Ugorigi, the Oak Cliff right guard. Ugorigi and Yamauchi, the left guard. Those are the 2 weak spots on this offensive line, and, man, that was a great play by the Mustang defensive front.
2nd and 17 upcoming for Stanford from their own 28. Branson in a shotgun 4-man SMU front.
Well, how about 2 sacks the last 3 plays?
And looking to throw, Branson does right side, and it's incomplete. That one may have been broken up. I believe it was Marcellus Barnes as he reaches around Bryce Farrell to knock it away. It's 3rd and long.
Branson did not get sped up against San Jose State, but he's getting sped up here, and that's because he found 3 of the front 4 in his lap when he was trying to get rid of that football, and he had to get rid of it early. The Mustang defensive front speeding up the Stanford quarterback. The Mustangs getting pressure without having to blitz. That's key.
3rd down and 17 at the 28-yard line of Stanford. They're only 34% on 3rd down. That's next to last in the ACC.
Boy, you can feel an interception coming here at any point.
Branson in the shotgun, 4-man up front for SMU. That's all they rush. And they have some pressure coming, and they have another sack. How about 3 sacks on this possession? This time it's Cameron Robertson. He ties Embaugh for the lead with 4.
They knew they would have a chance to really dial it up, and dial it up they have. SMU came in with 13 sacks as a team, 31st best in the country, and the Mustangs just doing whatever they want to. And we talked on the pregame show about how Yamauchi and Ugorigi are just not very good at that guard position, but they've struggled.
3 sacks in 4 plays.
That's
with a penalty in between.
Wow.
Ymir Knight awaiting the punt from Aiden Flintoft. And he's going to catch it at his own 36-yard line. Running right 40, 45, and cut down by the ankles at the 48-yard line. That one's going to come back, though, for an illegal block on SMU.
Yeah, I got a block in the back here against SMU, and that's going to be on, I think, Javion Holiday.
Timeout with 7:55 left to play in the first quarter. We're scoreless between SMU and Stanford. We'll wait for the official call here first from our head referee, Nate Black.
During the kick, holding. Receiving team number 25. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down. Timeout.
No score. 7:55 to go in the first. This is SMU football from Learfield.
He's coming. Here he comes. Surprise! Your table saw broke. Also, the warranty expired weeks ago, so you need to pay for a new one out of pocket.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Oh, and the replacement part you ordered doesn't fit, so it's completely useless. What a waste.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
At Kroger, Texans never compromise. They get high quality and low prices, like never compromising on meals with guaranteed fresh produce, and never compromising their budget with low prices in every aisle, and never compromising their appetite with flavors from your Texas neighbors, and never compromising their wallet with Texas-sized savings. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Proudly serving Texas for over 70 years.
Do you know why Milestone is the official sponsor of SMU Athletics?
I do not, Bob. Why?
Because Milestone realized they are both experts at dealing with tight situations and staying cool under pressure on the field and on home repairs.
And they're both the best in Dallas.
That's right. Milestone has won Best in DFW, hosted by the Dallas Morning News, 2 years in a row.
So get over to callmilestone.com today, Bob, and get $76 off all things electrical, plumbing, and AC. Milestone, official home service sponsor of SMU Athletics. Pony up.
We'll fix it in a flash.
Hey Mustang fans, be sure to head over to Fuzi on Henderson Avenue after the game. Fuzi, the official post-game destination for SMU Athletics. Wear your SMU gear to receive half-price pizza on game days, dine-in only. Located at 2401 North Henderson Avenue in Dallas, delicious Italian food, lively bar scene, and a great patio.
The SMU Ponies play here on The Ticket.
Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. For protection on the road and on the water. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. How much you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your television in the comfort of your own home. We'll go to syncmygame.com to find out how. Mustangs have the football back after they get 3 sacks in 4 snaps. Well, the SMU defensive front getting after it. And right now with 7:55 to go in this first quarter, we've got a scoreless tie, and the Mustangs have it back 75 yards away.
First down and 10 at their own 25. The Mustangs already have had 2 3-and-outs because they went 3-and-out punted. Stanford muffed the punt at midfield, but SMU went 3-and-out at midfield.
But I'm a little bit I'm surprised to see Stanford come out and play with the kind of edge that they're playing with, not only up front, but on the perimeter as well in the flats.
Empty backfield for Jennings. He throws a quick screen right. A lot of blockers in front of Hudson at the 25 to the 30 at the 31. He is hit and dragged down finally at the 32. And I think that was Mitch Lieber and others. Hunter Barth in there for the defense, about a gain of 7.
Can't wait to watch Matt Hibner play in the NFL. He is an elite pass catcher and an elite blocker in the screen game.
On second down and 3, here's a handoff. Chris Johnson dances through the line of scrimmage and drives forward to the 36-yard line. A pickup of 4 and a first down for Johnson on his first carry.
Yeah, and Chris Johnson kind of taking a page out of T.J. Harden's book and doing a good job of slow playing, not running too and pressing the block too quickly, some patience, and then some quickness running inside.
First and 10 at the 36 for SMU. Pistol formation. Here is a wide receiver screen left. This one is caught at the 40, 45. Up to the 46-yard line, Romello Brinson. He's going to have a first down at the 47, a gain of 11.
And I love how we fake and flow to the right on the outside zone and then throw back to the left. And how would you like to have Matt Hibner and R.J. Maryland blocking in front of you both? But that's what Brinson had. That is a convoy and a half in the Mustang screen game.
First down 10, SMU at their own 47-yard line. 6:44 to go with a scoreless first quarter with Stanford. Empty backfield, but the man motions across. They fake to him and throw it behind his back forward to R.J. Maryland, who spins off a tackle at the 50. R.J. all the way down to the 46-yard line, a pick up 7. That's a forward pass, right, Scott?
It's a forward pass.
Behind the back.
It's razzle-dazzle that I have never seen. I've seen a kicker kick with both feet. Now I've seen a behind-the-back pass in back-to-back games.
On second down and 3 at the 46, here's a play action, a screen left. Romello Brinson, there's a holding flag thrown on the block in front of him. Romello had a first down at the Stanford 40, but Ymir Knight going to be holding the flag.
Offense, number 8. 10-yard penalty, second down.
Pretty easy call right there, but you can't fault the effort. Knight just got beat to the outside. You got to keep your hands inside, and Knight couldn't do it, but hey, you can't fault. That's an effort penalty, and Rhett Lashley will take those.
I did verify the stats crew did call that a forward pass for Kevin on the behind-the-back thing. It went forward. It's like a pop pass because it's 1 yard, but he threw it behind the back.
Behind the back. They're showing another replay on the CW. I have never seen that before.
2nd and 13 for the SMU 44. Screen pass left and caught in traffic at the 45 by Brinson. He'll make it up to the 47 for only a gain of 1. That was defended really well by the Stanford defense. Leading the way was Cam Richardson.
It was, and Cam Richardson, the second level, doing a good job of not getting fooled, but hey, the front three are so aggressive right here for Stanford. Rhett Lashley says, oh, you want to do that? You want to just run the field to try to sack the quarterback? Let's throw a little screen pass to kind of keep you at bay.
This will be 3rd down and 9. SMU at their 48-yard line from a pistol formation. Jennings goes play action. Blitz is picked up. He's still under pressure. What a great throw. Right side to the 36-yard line of Stanford. Up high, Jordan Hudson makes the grab for the first down on a gain of 16.
When you blitz and then rotate down into kind of a cover 3 look right here, you better be on the wide receiver.
Defensive player.
You just can't give that much cushion. And Kevin Jennings, while he could have probably stepped into that throw a little bit more, made the accurate throw to Hudson, who had a lot of space. Soft coverage there from the Stanford defense.
Stanford defensive player is down with 5:14 to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless, SMU and Stanford. This is SMU football from Learfield.
From our home office high on the hilltop, Plains Capital Bank is a proud supporter of SMU athletics. As a part of the Hilltop Holdings family of companies, we're a strong and stable partner with a statewide presence in markets across Texas. We've grown to be the 8th largest Texas-based bank by deposits because we take banking personally. So let's start a conversation. Let's make a game plan to reach your financial goals. Go Stangs! Plains Capital Bank, member FDIC.
Your morning shave with Barbasol is a time for self-reflection. Look in that mirror and ask yourself, can I make a real difference in this world? Of course you can. Just not today. There's football on. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Hello, friends. Kick off your day the right way with Herb's House Coffee. Stop by their Dallas location and enjoy locally roasted favorites, cold brew, matcha, local pastries, breakfast, tacos, and more. Located about half a mile from SMU, Herb's House has ample study space, meeting rooms, and discounts for SMU students and staff. They're a proud SMU sponsor, and you'll find their Blue Herbs truck on the boulevard before every home game this season. Visit herbshousecoffee.com to learn more. Come for the coffee, stay for the company. Herb's House Coffee.
Highland Park, Preston Hollow, and Lakewood Emergency Rooms, the official freestanding ER of SMU, and your neighborhood no-wait ER. With 3 facilities conveniently located near you, we're able to provide the Dallas area with upscale, quality care for all your emergency needs. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Visit HighlandParkER.com for more information. Highland Park, Preston Hollow, and Lakewood Emergency Rooms. Pony up.
SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket.
Why pay more for tolls? Get a toll tag and cut your toll bill in half. Never worry about getting a toll bill in the mail again. Those are awful. Visit GetMyTollTag.com and start saving today. That's GetMyTollTag.com.
Well, it is the one thing you never like to see here at a football game. The ambulance has been brought out onto the field. We do believe, just based off what we have seen, it's mostly a precautionary measure for Aaron Morris, the starting cornerback for Stanford. He has been moving some, but they are bringing out, Steve tells us he really landed on his head when he went down. So they brought out an ambulance and mostly a precautionary measure here. The SMU team physicians are out there as well with the Stanford physicians. Both the head coaches have been out here as well. We have 5:14 to go in the first quarter. No score between SMU and Stanford. We did want to also give you a little roster update for SMU today. Kicker Colin Rogers, who, of course, after week 2 lost the the starting job to Sam Keltner, the redshirt freshman from Keller High School. Colin has decided he's going to step back from the program here, take the opportunity to redshirt and move on and to transfer next year. So Colin, the all-time leading scorer in SMU football history, but things did not go well at the start of this season, lost the job, and he's decided to move on and transfer. So Sam Keltner will be for sure the full-time kicker here for SMU the rest of the way.
Yeah, and he had a great season last year, Rogers. We talked about that. Set a program record for most made field goals in a single season at 24 of 33. Had 7 makes last year from 50 and beyond, but just did not have a good spring and kind of stumbled a little bit in the fall. And when he missed the 3 kicks against Baylor, including a 57-yarder, they decided to make a switch.
Leaves as the all-time leader in extra points made, attempted, percentage, field goals made, attempted, and points with 371. And he beat some guys out for that point lead like Xavier Jones and Eric Dickerson, just those guys.
One thing that I really have come to respect from Rhett Lashley and the staff is that they do take the player into consideration. I think more than most staffs. It's not just about an individual or the team. They really look out for the players and their long-term future. And that's really what this is all about, Rich.
Yeah, and I'm sure from Colin's standpoint, you probably don't want to give them the opportunity to say, hey, we're going to go back to you, and now you've lost half the season.
Right.
And you end up burning your red shirt because Colin's played all 3 years that he has been here. So, and hopefully he can get his kicking straightened out a little bit. That is the real fact of it is he was struggling. And as Rhett said, it wasn't just the Baylor game. There have been struggles going on throughout fall camp, so we wish him well. He was certainly been... He's an interesting character for a kicker. But,
he is. He went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee this last offseason, the Colts kicking camp, and tried to get some things straightened out. He really felt like as strong as he's ever kicked the football, but the accuracy, maybe not so much for him, but you're right. They're trying to get some things straightened out. And from a kicking standpoint, the Mustangs this year, 3 of 9 on their place kicks for the year, which is certainly not where you want to be.
Meanwhile, we need to give a shout out here. And by the way, they have gotten Aaron Morris up on the stretcher, and we'll put him into the ambulance. And we believe this to be mostly precautionary. He has been moving some down there, but obviously a scary situation when the ambulance comes out. We do need to give a shout out to the Diamond M Club, the supporters of the SMU band. Dick Lauren and his crew invited us out to breakfast on the boulevard this morning, and such gracious hosts. I ran into 3 of his GAs there who have all played with one of my sons in different marching bands over the year. And, man, the Mustang band is big as they've ever been here.
Biggest they've ever been. And, when we watch the band at halftime now, you look out, it's like, man, it's more vibrant. The sound is fantastic. Come to find out, they've got more members now than they've ever had. 125 strong right now.
So shout out to Dick Lauren and the guys, again, inviting us out to breakfast this morning. It's breakfast when you have an 11 a.m. start.
Breakfast before the sun comes up. That's interesting. Hey, the parking attendants were out at 5:30 this morning. I'm going to shout to those guys.
It was probably a little chilly at 5:30
It was
this
a little
morning
chilly
when they got here. All right, they have him loaded up into the ambulance, and we'll be taking him off the field here momentarily. Again, that is Aaron Morris, the cornerback here for the Stanford Cardinal. Just one other game underway right now in the ACC. Pitt leads Florida State 7-0 early on in the first quarter. Clemson later on tonight will be playing at Boston College. That's where we will be next Saturday. SMU playing at Clemson next Saturday. That one is going to be a 2:30 start. Hey, take note, we have a Dallas Stars conflict here on our flagship station, The Ticket, so we will be over on 570 KLIF next Saturday with a 2 o'clock pregame and a 2:30 kick for SMU at Clemson. And after our last go-through in the ACC, both for you and I, football and basketball-wise, we owe those guys a couple, I think, don't
we? We absolutely do. Gosh, I mean, I shudder to think about how that game turned out last year. I really thought after we got the touchdown to Roderick Daniels, like, man, we got this. And, man.
I was at the SMU Hall of Fame induction ceremony last night. Great event. And they had, during the dinner, they just had the screen was rolling different pictures. And my wife sat with me, and I looked up and I said, that was sure an awesome moment. It was just like a scene setter picture from the stadium in Charlotte last year. I said it wasn't an awesome ending, but it was an awesome moment to get to be there in a conference championship game for the second consecutive year with SMU.
No doubt, and although the silver lining is when we made the comeback and tied the game up, I really felt like, hey, we had done enough. And you go back and you watch the replay on TV, and Sean McDonough even said that too. Said, hey, I think this team's done enough to get in, and certainly we had. But good to see the success just continue in the off season. And hey, basketball season just a couple of weeks away here, Rich.
Y'all had brighter prospects than I did after that game.
You didn't think so?
I did not think
no,
so.
Yeah, I really felt like it.
That was a very down moment for me in my SMU history. And about 12 hours later, I jumped off my couch.
You know when I knew for sure, Rich, that we were in?
When Rogo came up on the screen?
No, not then. Before, it was before that when they put Nick Saban up there, and he didn't have a great look on his face.
All right, 1st and 10 for SMU at the 36 of Stanford. 5:10 to go, first quarter, no score. Jennings shotgun. TJ Harden is running back. And Harden has the handoff up the middle, slips by one tackler at the 37. He's down to the 35, picks up just a yard on the play.
And just a yard, and this is an SMU offensive attack that has averaged less than 100 yards a game the last couple. I know a little bit disconcerting at times lately, the run game.
And Stanford only allows 113 per game on the ground. They allow 315 through the air. 2nd down and 9. SMU at their 35 of Stanford. Empty backfield. Now Johnson moves in, and they fake a toss left to him. Jennings is going to throw this one right, and a one-handed grab made. R.J. Maryland at the 28-yard line of Stanford. Maryland out of bounds at the 26, a gain of 9. Very close, and they say it is a first down.
That wasn't quite as nifty as the behind-the-back pass, but it was close.
It was pretty nifty on RJ's part, really.
Yeah, I was going to say, pretty close, though. Man, that was a nice catch, and he did it so effortlessly, did not break stride. You want to throw a guy open? That was right to the edge of a big incomplete. Great catch.
Nearing the 4-minute mark of the first quarter, scoreless. 1st and 10 at the 26. Here's a handoff. T.J. Harden going right, runs into a crowd, and is stopped at the line of scrimmage, and then kind of falls forward to the 25 for a gain of 1.
Gain of 1. And again, the Mustangs trying to go off tackle, but not much of a push. And Stanford doing a good job up front. The front 7 have gotten to the line of scrimmage consistently here in the first quarter for the Cardinals.
Play number 11 of this possession is 2nd down and 9 at the Stanford 25-yard line. Jennings play action, looks left. Now he brings it down to run. Almost was tackled, and he breaks that at the 25, comes right 20. Out of bounds at about the 19. I didn't like the way he was carrying the football. I'm surprised he wasn't stripped of it, but he winds up gaining 6.
You want it high and tight. Jennings doesn't normally do that. That's why he's lost it some throughout his career, but I love how judicious that Kevin Jennings is using the legs. He doesn't run because he feels like he needs to get out of the pocket. He really stays in that pocket until he has to escape and then uses his legs. That's showing a lot of maturity.
3rd down and 3, SMU at the 19 of Stanford. 3 right, 1 left. Now they'll go 2 by 2 as Maryland goes to the left. And a tight end to the right with an empty backfield. Jennings looking left, going to fire one underneath and flipped over Romello Brinson, and he can't hang on to it when he is flipped over as the ball hits the ground first. It pops out. Colin Wright breaks that up.
Jennings a little bit high on that toss right there. It was kind of a scissors route as he breaks to the post, and he had to go up to get it, but he got both hands on it. I bet if you asked Brinson, he would say, hey, I should have had that ball, but the Mustangs going to forego a chance at a field goal. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 3.
It's 4th and 3 at the 19 of Stanford, and they have an empty backfield. Jennings, 3 to the right. Now comes a man in motion. McFall into the backfield. And looking to throw is Jennings. Has time. McFall takes another wheel route at the 15, the 10, down the sideline, into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
Great poise, great protection, and a great blitz pickup by the interior part of the line. The center and the 2 guards do a great job. Bates in there, Nichols, and they get it to the edge to McFall, who's really gone from running back now to pass catcher the last couple of weeks. I think is now exclusively a wide receiver, but that's a great job of using the speed and a nice job by Jennings to show some poise, didn't get sped up, and an even better job by the interior of the line to pick up the blitz.
McFall getting a little more of that Roderick Daniels role, splitting some receiver and some running back, and he wasn't running back there, but he ran out the route and the wheel route and has a 19-yard touchdown, and Sam Keltner kicks it through for the extra point, and it's 7-0 SMU with 2:39 to play in the first quarter here against Stanford. The Mustangs score first on a 19-yard touchdown pass to Derek McFall. That was a 13-play, 75-yard drive for SMU.
Boy, an incredible speed shown by McFall around the edge. The last 2 or 3 games, he did a great job of getting to the edge and turning the corner on the fly sweep, both against Syracuse and also against TCU. But the redshirt freshman out of Tyler, Derek McFall. It's good to see him get the football. They're very creative on how they do that with a lot of skill guys, and Rhett Lashley has to be pleased by how his club responded because the Mustangs went 3 and out of their opening 2 possessions with that muff punt mixed in, and then they come back with a very well-composed 13-play, 75-yard drive that takes 5:16 off the clock as we go inside of 2:40 here in the first quarter.
And the touchdown pass for Kevin Jennings, that will be the 43rd of his career. He is 5th all-time in career touchdown passes in SMU history. Keltner to kick off. And this one's going to be Caden High under it at the 11-yard line. He'll run right to the 20, 25 through 2 tackles there to the 28. Still driving forward on the pile to about the 29-yard line. And Caden High with a pretty solid return for Stanford. They'll have the ball at about their own 29-yard line with 2:31 remaining in the first quarter. And SMU up 7-0.
Kind of a miss hit right there by Keltner. Didn't kick it very deep. Tried to. And High and Williams are the 2 top targets on this team. High had 5 receptions last week against San Jose State. They hit him on the go route up the middle, and he's pretty dangerous, and the Mustangs do a good job of containing him on that return.
Cole Tabb is the running back. Ben Goldbranson goes under center on 1st down and 10 at the 29-yard line for Stanford. 2 tight ends to the left, 1 receiver each way. SMU with a 4-man front. Goldbranson hands this one to Tabb. Boy, they sealed it off on the left side. 30, 35, turns the corner to the 40. Dragged down out of bounds by Ahmad Moses at the 41-yard line after he gains 12.
Boy, Deuce Harmon got washed down. I thought he might have gotten held there. They throw a flag. I don't think it was, though, for the Harmon hold. But linebackers and cornerback, a nickelback right there, kind of getting washed down.
Holding. Offense. Number 18. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
Yeah, Miles Whitman out there on the edge with a hold.
They did get him on the hold. And the officials, they're seeing flags, and they're about as delayed as you could possibly be on throwing the flags here on all of these infractions.
I never saw that one until you told me it was there. Thanks for helping me out.
Sure.
1st down and 20 for Stanford. First time today you helped me out. Probably first time all week you're going to help me out, huh? Actually, it was a spot foul, so it makes it should be 1st down and 14 at the 25 for Stanford.
Don't let the CR backers, though, get reached and get washed down.
They give it again to Tabb. Big hole at the middle because of another hold. A flag flew in there. Tabb keeps rolling to the 38, drags a man up to the 41. It would be a pickup of 16, but that has to be a hold.
Yeah, they've had problems.
Holding. Offense. Number 74. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
Big time problems in the interior of the line. They ended up having to hold Kavionte Spears. That's the center, Fisher Anderson. Again, he's the captain of that unit. Struggled to push in the run game last week against San Jose State. That time, Spears just got past him.
How many 6'7" centers have you seen in this world?
Oh.
It's a very odd height.
It's an odd height. That's height for a tackle.
Absolutely.
Not a center. A center needs to be about 5'10", 5'11", not 6'7".
Well, thankfully, the quarterback's at least 6'3", so he has a chance. They have a 1st down and 24 now from their 15, and Goldbranson wants to throw. He throws a screen right to Tabb, 20-yard line. He shakes a tackle, but Zakai Barker, and is up across the 25 to the 27-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 12.
And Zakai Barker overrunning the ball carrier that time. The pass catcher on a swing pass just could not keep his shoulder pad square to the line of scrimmage, got his hips turned, and got past him that time.
It'll be 2nd down and 12 now for Stanford at their 27-yard line. Winding down to the 1-minute mark of the first quarter, SMU with a 7-0 lead.
This guy Goldbranson, though, he's been better the last couple of weeks. He catches fire. He gets better as the game goes along, the Stanford quarterback.
Goldbranson in a shotgun with Micah Ford to his right. He'll try to throw. Has time. Does right side. Coming back to the ball, and it goes through the hands of Liam Thorpe, I believe it is on the far side. And actually, that was C.J. Williams. Speedy Nettles with the coverage. It'll be 3rd down and long.
And Speedy Nettles had a big pass breakup earlier against TCU this season, but that time he was on an island. Pretty good coverage. Mustangs didn't quite get as much pressure on Goldbranson. We got repeated pressure on the last drive to the tune of 3 sacks in 4 plays, but Stanford getting better in that department. They're pass protecting better on this drive.
It's the only direction they could have gone, right?
Yeah.
3rd down and 12. Stanford at their 27-yard line. Goldbranson to throw from the shotgun. Pressure is coming. They fan it out. He throws it deep down the right side, and he overthrows his open wide receiver deep down in SMU territory. That was Bryce Farrell.
Yeah, and Brandon Booker late getting over that time. Mustangs playing deep zone coverage. and somebody forgot to go with a wide receiver, and again, Booker was late. Thank goodness that throw was off the mark too long for Farrell. Had he caught it, he'd have gone the distance.
Ymir Knight back to return this punt. 7th in the NCAA, averaging 18.3 yards per return. Had a decent one last time, but it was called back on an SMU penalty. Aiden Flintoff kicking this one away from his 17. Knight ranging to his left for a fair catch, and backing up, he can't get there. It went too far past him. It hits at the 27 of SMU, and it'll bound out of bounds at the SMU 20-yard line.
It's almost a 60-yard punt after the roll, but I thought it was a good decision to let that ball go. He's looking into the sun. He's having to backpedal. No chance in taking a gamble there trying to catch it.
He already saw Liam Thorpe.
Yeah, that
with
too.
a muff punt today on the Stanford side. We have 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Lengthened a bit because we did have an injury in which a player had to be carted off for the defense, Aaron Morris, for Stanford. So that's kind of slowed pace here a little bit more in this first quarter. 7-0. SMU is on top. Kevin Jennings with another touchdown pass to get things going to Derek McFall.
You talked about how the Mustangs really generating points at home, but we're through a quarter here, and the Mustangs have been limited to 7 points in this ballgame so far. Last thing you want is to let Stanford hang around.
1st and 10 from the SMU 20. TJ Harden, they play action to him, rolling right, throwing deep down the right side. What a great play on the ball by Jordan Hudson at midfield. He'll be out of bounds in Stanford territory at about the 40-yard line.
When you saw Brandon Nicholson matched up with Hudson, Nicholson 6 feet, he didn't have position. He's a good tackler, but man, not a great cover corner. The edge goes to Hudson on that with size and technique.
37 on the play, 1st and 10 at the 43 of Stanford. Empty backfield. Jennings steps up under some pressure, runs to his right. He takes off, makes a little juke, and then he is ankle tackled as he goes out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A pickup of a couple. Josiah Galvan on the stop.
Well, Andrew Chambly gets away with a hold right there. Hey, we'll take it. And the Mustangs using the feet to at least pick up a couple here, but you never like to see Jennings get hit low. He's been hit a couple times this year and struggled with the ankle.
That's the end of the first quarter. SMU 7 and Stanford nothing. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Rudy's Real Texas Barbecue is your Mustang tailgating headquarters. Rudy's opens early at 7 a.m. 7 days a week. Whether it's breakfast tacos, sandwiches, or one of our famous fruit meals, let Rudy's take care of your smoking. Visit us at one of 6 North Texas locations in Allen, Arlington, Burleson, Denton, Fort Worth, or Frisco. Or place your game day order at Rudy's.com. Rudy's Real Texas Barbecue.
Alexander Law, stated no business. He gon' help you secure the bag. He gon' help you secure the bag. Just call 1-800-INJURED, and that's 1-800-INJURED. Stated no business.
The Ticket has Big D energy.
What? You know what I mean?
And we have Funky Town fun too. Across every corner of the Metroplex, we're talking about our teams in our town. Big name guests drop by all the time, so never miss a segment. And when it comes to the Cowboys, our hot sports opinions are lit, not filtered through blue and silver colored glasses.
And you can make that into a ticket promo if you want.
It doesn't matter if you're new to DFW or got here as fast as you could. We're all part of the P1T on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310.
The Ticket.
The Ticket.
Want more for less? Let's go. Hello, this is Dane Miner, General Manager of Freeman Toyota. And every single day, we deliver legendary quality and reliability on hundreds of late model pre-owned Toyotas. And we make sure you pay a fraction of the new car price. And when you're shopping at Freeman Toyota, you get total transparency. Come see hundreds of fresh trades during our 2025 clearance. We've got every model, and you pay thousands less at Freeman Toyota. 183 and 820. Call 1-800-NEW-CARS or visit freemantoyota.com.
This is SMU Mustangs football on The Ticket.
The Ticket!
Will Connerly with you back inside the Ticket studio. Some scores around college football. 10-0 Ohio State up on Illinois on the road. 14-7, 8th-ranked Alabama leading 14th-ranked Missouri in the second quarter. Let's go back to the broadcast booth. Here's Rich and Scott.
All right, thanks a lot, Will. We head to the second quarter with SMU leading Stanford 7-0 on a 19-yard touchdown pass from Kevin Jennings to Derek McFall. Jennings in that first quarter was 10 of 14, 110 yards and a touchdown. 3 of his 4 incomplete passes came on the first two possessions that were back-to-back 3-and-outs that were totally back-to-back because of a muff punt in between. But it looks like Kevin's straightened a few things out. I think the front 5 maybe have straightened a few things out for him since those first 2 possessions.
When you've outgained it by almost 100 yards and you've got 3 sacks already in 1 quarter and 3 tackles for a loss and a pass breakup, you would like those numbers to translate into points, and I think you'll start getting there once the run game starts to kind of catch up with the air attack, and that's kind of where the Mustangs are right here. It's 7-0 in favor of SMU. The Mustangs have it at the 42-yard line, but again, they've dominated the game, just not on the scoreboard yet.
SMU going right to left in the second quarter in their black jerseys with dark blue numbers, black helmets with the dark blue and white Triple D logo on the side. Stanford in the all whites with the red numbers, white helmets, and the red logo. It is 2nd and 9, SMU at the 42 of Stanford. Jennings will hand this one off, running right at the 40. This is Chris Johnson down to the 39-yard line, only a gain of about 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 6 upcoming.
Zach Buckley gets double-teamed that time. Logan Parr doing a good job on Buckley, who's lined up at center right there. It was kind of a 3 technique. 3rd down here, 7, and obviously this is 4-down territory for the Mustangs.
3rd and 7 at the 40-yard line of Stanford. 2 receivers stacked on each side. Tight ends are involved in both of those stacks. They're the front guys. Back to throw is Jennings. Late blitz is picked up. He fires this one down the right side. Caught at the 25-yard line. Jordan Hudson once again to the 23 of Stanford, a gain of 17.
It's a fantastic job of running the deep dig against the zone coverage. They dropped 8, and then they blitzed the backer as they ended up bringing Zay Green. Actually, the safety brought Green from that 3rd level, and the Mustangs picked up the blitz.
1st and 10 at the Stanford 23-yard line for SMU, up 7-0 early second. Jennings firing this one deep left. Brinson broke the route off in, and there's nobody there. It's incomplete.
You don't see a ball overthrown like that. Again, this is just Hudson's 3rd game back from injury, and there's kind of a maybe a hold there, or I should say Brinson, maybe a hold there, but kind of an option route, and he took the wrong option.
Yeah, he went in and didn't take the out and up.
Yeah.
It'll be 2nd down and 10. By the way, on Jordan Hudson, he has 4 catches for 72 yards already this afternoon. And we have 13:52 to go in the second quarter. 7-0 SMU. 2nd and 10 they're facing at the 23-yard line of Stanford. Jennings will have an empty backfield. Now back motions across, and they go with a pop pass that was bobbled by McFall. Has it, turns the edge to the 20, going left, out of bounds around the Stanford 18-yard line, maybe down to the 17-yard line before he was taken out of bounds, and that'll be a pickup of 5.
And a great job by Hidmer to get in the way of Zay Green, and it just kind of box him out right there to allow McFall to almost turn the corner, but he got close to make it a 3rd down and 3. It's 3rd and short.
3rd and 3. They put him all the way down to the 16 of Stanford. T.J. Harden will be the running back. 2 by 2, the wide receivers for Jennings. 3rd down and 3 at the 16. Now Hibner motions into the formation. They hand it to T.J. Harden right up the middle to the 15. That's all. Gained only a yard. It's 4th down and 2.
4th down and 2. Disappointed at to line up a field goal here. We'll see what the Mustangs decide to do. That's Andrew Chambly. Kind of got tripped in there. They run an old-fashioned wham play. Just only got a yard out of it. The Mustangs are going to decide to kick.
They'll bring in Sam Keltner, the redshirt freshman, only 2 of 5 since he took over 3 games ago. 2 of 5 with a long of just 28. This is going to be a 32-yard try for Keltner out of the hold of Wade McSparron. The snap is from Morgan Tribbett. Right on the left hash going into the north end zone here at Ford Stadium. Snap back, hold down, kick has plenty of distance, and this one is good. That will be a career-long 32-yarder for Sam Keltner, and he'll make the score 10-0 SMU leading Stanford with 12:30 to play in the second quarter. This is SMU football from Learfield.
The NFL is back at Cosm.
Watch NFL games in shared reality at Cosm with family, friends, and fans. Feel the energy of game day in the Dome and in the Hall. The Dome is an immersive experience with a massive 3-level wraparound display and reversed booth-style seating. It's where you watch the game in shared reality. Catch the games and feel the energy from the field, surrounded by fellow fans with their wall-to-wall experience on massive LED displays in the Hall. Don't wait. Secure your spot now. Find tickets at Cosm.com.
Hi, I'm Rob Gronkowski. I'm former Dallas Cowboy Jason Witt for LifeGenix Institute in Dallas. For regenerative medicine, the only name you need to know is the LifeGenix Institute. If joint pain is holding you back for years, it's time for a change. LifeGenix Institute in Dallas is revolutionizing regenerative medicine with treatments usually only available to professional athletes like me. Relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, and other areas without surgery.
Schedule your consultation at 972-236-3333 or lifegenics.com.
At Kroger, Texans never compromise. They get high quality and low prices, like never compromising on meals with guaranteed fresh produce, and never compromising their budget with low prices in every aisle on flavors from your Texas neighbors. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger, proudly serving Texas for over 70 years.
Right now, 3-pound rolls of Kroger brand 80% lean ground beef are on sale. Just $3.99 a pound with your card. Kroger, Texas proud since 1955.
It's finally time for some Mustangs football, y'all. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue has the perfect spot and best patio in town, featuring a 14-foot LED wall, perfect for all the game day action. Head over to Ozona and yell at the TVs while enjoying some great West Texas favorites and drinking some ice-cold drinks. Don't forget about happy hour from 4 to 7 Sunday through Friday with $1 off all bar drinks and complimentary chips and salsa. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue and online at ozonagrill.com.
This is SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket!
No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows that fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of a Coca-Cola. Go Mustangs. Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs for protection on the road and on the water. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. 32-yard field goal by Sam Keltner extends the SMU lead to 10-0. 12:30 to play here in the second quarter.
And Keltner to kick off this time in a much better one. Caden High signals a fair catch and doesn't even make it as it bounces 6 yards deep in the end zone. Stanford will be at their own 25 with 12:30 remaining in the second quarter, and SMU up 10-0.
And by the way, for Sam Keltner, that's a 32-yard field goal, but it wasn't the distance. It was how he struck the ball, the leg swing, the aggression, all of that. That was the kick I thought we were going to see at the end of the Syracuse game last week.
I agree. I thought we would too. If nothing else, try to build up the kid's confidence a little bit. Good to see him kick that one through. And again, we told you earlier, Colin Rogers has elected to step away from the program and looks to redshirt and transfer after the season. 1st and 10, Stanford at their 25-yard line. Micah Ford is the running back. Ben Gold-Branson in a shotgun on the right hash. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Mustangs with 4 men on the front line. Gold-Branson with a long snap count, looks to the middle of the field. That one's caught by Sam Roush, the big tight end. Breaks a tackle at the 30 of Kilgore. Drives up the middle of the field. Roush all the way up to the 38 on a gain of 13.
Watching Brandon Booker trying to get Jeffrey Imbaugh lined up correctly right there. Goes up and kind of grabs him on both hips and says, hey, move over just a little bit. Get in that gap. Trying to line him up as the 3 technique right before that snap. How about the Mustang running game right here? 6 rushing yards for SMU. And remember, the first 3 games of the year, SMU ran for 157 yards a game. Last 2 games, just 85.
1st and 10, Stanford from their 38. 11:55 to go second quarter. SMU up 10-0. Receiver motions across the formation. They give it to Micah Ford, driving up the middle through a first tackle of Kilgore at the 40. Finally drags him down at the 43 with some hope from Jalen Davis Robinson to pick up a 5.
Fisher Anderson's been busy, the center. Nice block down low on Jeffrey Imbaugh. Anderson's already been flagged for holding, but he struggled to get a lot of punch in the run game last week against San Jose State, but doing much better today. They picked up 5 yards on that first down run as a result.
2nd down and 5 at the 43-yard line of Stanford. 2 receivers bunched right, 1 wide to the left on the wide side of the field. Now Bryce Farrell motions to the left, and Gulbranson hands to Micah Ford, has a hole right to the 45, tackled at the 46, about a yard short of the first down. Ahmad Moses, the one at the bottom of that pile. It'll be 3rd down and 2 upcoming.
Sophomore right tackle doing a good job. The little house on Isaiah Smith, reaching him, fanning him out, in fact. Did a good job of the run game. They've set up 3rd down and 2, and one wonders if Frank Wright doesn't think this might be 4-down territory, given where this game is. It's only a 10-0 game in your early second quarter.
3rd and 2, Stanford at their 46-yard line. Micah Ford, the deep back. Gulbranson will go under center. 2 tight ends to the right, 3rd down and 2. And the play clock's running out on them.
They did run out.
They called the timeout.
First charge timeout, Stanford. It will be 30 seconds.
Yeah, they're very deliberate. You said it, Scott. They run a pro style, not in that they're running like 2 backs and 2 wide or something, in that they huddle up and they take their time coming to the line of scrimmage, not the fast break we see from SMU. And when Gulbranson got under center, he looked up and there was 3 on the play clock.
And sometimes you look out and they've got a tight end on one side and they've got 2 H-backs right behind the tight end. They do have some interesting formations in how they use their run game, but they're very deliberate. Now, just before you said that, I'm looking down and I'm going, this is only their 3rd possession of the game, and here we are almost midway through the second quarter.
Well, they got shorted 1 because they must have punt right away.
They did.
3rd down and 2.
SMU only snapped it 6 times between that punt.
3rd down and 2. Stanford from their 46-yard line. Micah Ford deep. He's 7 yards deep. Gulbranson under center. They shift 2 tight ends left. They have a receiver tight right. Mustang crowding the box with 7. Gulbranson gives to Micah Ford going left. Spins through the first tackle from Marcellus Barnes for a first down up to the 49 on a gain of 3.
Interesting. They set up a tight end to the left, and then again the H-backs are right there next to him. Almost an unbalanced look right there, and they block down on everybody, and they ended up leaving unblocked. Marcellus Barnes ran right off that left tight end for the first down.
I want to tell you, by the way, that Aaron Morris, the cornerback for Stanford, who was carted off, I'm told, as responsive, awake, and alert as they took him away here this afternoon. On 1st down and 10 at the 49, here is a handoff to Cole Tabb up the middle, and Stanford moves into SMU territory at the 48-yard line, a gain of 3.
That's 3. And, you take a look at the offensive line. This Cardinal offensive line, they're doing a good job of getting low. I'm really kind of impressed with Fisher Anderson, that 6'7" center. Man, he plays with a low pad level, and they drive. You can tell they've done a lot of sled work in practice, this Cardinal team.
2nd down, 7. Stanford from the SMU 48-yard line. 9:15 to go second quarter. 10-0 Mustangs on top. Tabb is the running back. 2 receivers to the left out of the shotgun. They fake it to Cole Tabb, and rolling left, they throw it to a receiver underneath who threw a chip block at C.J. Williams. Williams across the 45 to the SMU 44, where Jalen Moses tackles him, a gain of 4.
That's a great play. He was trying to chip him, but he got in the way, and it ended up being more of a standard block there on Cameron Robertson, and then he made the catch after all that.
I thought it was going to keep him from making the catch.
I did too.
He was off balance, but Williams a good job grabbing it. He has really good hands. I noticed in the first couple of games this season. 3rd down and 3. Stanford at the SMU 44.
This is emblematic for how Stanford plays. How methodical have they been this drive?
Micah Ford has the handoff, looking for room up the middle, bounces it out to the right instead, turns the corner for a first down at the 40, and he'll be at the 38-yard line of SMU. Deuce Harmon and Marcellus Barnes on the tackle.
Deuce Harmon, Jalen Davis Robinson, outside backer. They're losing contain right there. Just letting them get to the outside. Just cannot do that. Ahmad Moses, one of the culprits too, can't lose contain. That's what Stanford wants to do. They want you to over pursue. They want you to be a little bit too aggressive, and they'll just take a little bit of an advantage of it. Hey, this running back Ford's not real fast either.
They've run 7 plays in over 4 minutes. This is 1st and 10 at the SMU 38-yard line. We go on to the 8-minute mark in the second.
Use the word methodical. I think that's a pretty good description of it.
Ford is the tailback. Under center is Gulbranson, and a stretch handoff to Ford. It runs into the back of his own man and goes nowhere. The Mustangs stood him up quickly. Isaiah Wacobia among them there. He ran into the back of his big center, Fisher Anderson, and only gains a yard.
Allen there, Imba, yeah. Yagori G, the Oak Cliff product here in Dallas. That right guard got stood up. He got stymied. So did Fisher Anderson that time. Mustangs doing a good job of getting to the point of attack and forcing them behind the chains for the first time on this drive. It's second down and almost 9.
They're at the 37 of SMU. Mustangs with a 10-0 lead in the middle of the second quarter. Cole Branson from the shotgun, 4-man front for SMU. Linebackers are walking up, and they give this one to Micah Ford, and he runs away for the Mustang blitz to the 35-yard line. The 34, Speedy Nettles on the tackle, a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon Booker's got good size at 225, but he just gets caught up in the wash right there. He's blitzing off that right A-gap and just could not quite get to the running back. And we mentioned that, Ford's not that fast. He's good in the passing game, better a pass catcher, I think, than running back, a standard running back. But he's their number 1 and picks up 2 or 3 more for him.
He did good to bounce that out because he's going to go nowhere if he stayed right up the middle where they set it.
You want him to bounce because he's not real fast.
Third down, about 6 at the 34 of SMU. Cole Branson in the shotgun. He looks to throw. Blitz is picked up. Now they've got some pressure. Flushing him out to the right. Cole Branson throwing on the run, and he throws it way down right side out of bounds by 10 yards.
And they brought Booker again. And again, this time, Cedric Irvin picks up the blitz, and Booker kind of got turned around and just could not get to Cole Branson.
How about this unusual moment? Oh, they are bringing in the field goal team. The first guy I saw was the punter. I was like, they're going to punt for the 34? They're going to kick a 52-yard field goal instead. Emmett Kinney, as long as 46 this year.
Boy, how 1992 Bills is that of Frank Wright to do?
I thought that's what they were doing, but Flintoff is the holder. And so here is Emmett Kinney from 52 on the right hash. Snap back, hold down, kick is on its way. It has the distance, and he has it through. And Stanford is on the scoreboard on a 52-yard field goal, but hold on. We have a flag. It's offside on SMU.
By the way, that would be a career long for him.
Are they going to take points off the board? I think they are. It was an offside. It'll make it 4th down and 1, and they're going to, I think, bring their offense out.
Hey, as unusual
offside.
As their
defense, number 7, lined up in the neutral zone of the SAP. 5-yard penalty. It's still 4th down.
Hey, this controls the clock for them. That's what they want to do. They're going to pull points off the board. Hey, as unusual as their offensive style is in 2025, so is this decision to pull points off the board.
It's 10-0 SMU with 6:17 to go in the second quarter. Stanford's going to take off the field goal and go 4th and 1 at the SMU 29.
Hey, that's coaching 101. You never pull points off the board. I mean, unless you just absolutely have to. And Frank Wright, who is in his first year as the coach, an interim head coach for Stanford, pulling points off the board. Hey, let's get a turnover right here and show them what it's like.
Well, there's shotgun with Cole Branson. Micah Ford to his left on 4th and 1 at the SMU 29. Mustangs have 5 D linemen up front. Cole Branson on 4th and 1. And SMU called a timeout.
First charge timeout, SMU. It will be 30 seconds.
We'll keep it right here with 6:17 to go in the second.
Correct,
and a 10-0 SMU lead.
Not on the field.
I thought we had forced a false start, which would have sent the field goal unit out, and then they would have done them a favor.
Instead, we're going to take the timeout with 6:17 to go in the second. 10-0 SMU leads Stanford. This is SMU football from Learfield.
If you feel like you're getting sacked by your current electricity provider, Rhythm Energy is here to help. They're bringing good energy to the Mustang Nation by offering 100% green electricity plans. And after you sign up for their Pony Up 12 plan, you'll get $100 in bill credits. Go to gotrhythm.com/SMU for this deal, just for Mustangs fans. Terms and conditions apply.
UT Southwestern Medical Center was ranked as the #1 hospital in Dallas-Fort Worth by U.S. News & World Report for the 9th consecutive year. 12 of UT Southwestern specialties are nationally ranked, including cancer, heart and vascular, and neurological care. UT Southwestern breakthroughs begin here. The official healthcare system of SMU Athletics. Go Ponies!
Zeus Restoration, your trusted name for fire, water, and mold restoration for your home or business. Now certified in asbestos abatement. Depend on Zeus for restoration expertise, including asbestos removal. Contact us for fast, reliable service. The Zeus Promise. When we restore, we make it better than before. Proud to be the official restoration company of SMU Athletics. Schedule a free inspection at ZeusRestoration.com.
Zeus Restoration. When we restore, we make it better than before.
Sometimes we need a good thrill, and in Texas, both Ford and your SMU Mustangs deliver just that. From the rumble of an engine to the roar of the crowd shouting, "Pony up!" It's all about performance. That's why Ford is proud to sponsor SMU Athletics. So whether you're behind the wheel of a Mustang Dark Horse or proudly supporting your ponies, it's always go, go, go Mustangs. Find your perfect vehicle at your Texas Ford dealer, and you'll see why.
Ford is the best in Texas.
The SMU Ponies play here on The Ticket.
Big trip on the horizon with a parking spot. Gets you going faster. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot now. 52-yard field goal is what Stanford just hit, but SMU was offside, and Frank Wright decided to take points off the board to set up a 4th and 1, and now a timeout going to be called, and I thought the Mustangs forced Stanford into a false start, which might have helped them come to their senses and actually kick again. But no, they're going to keep the offense out here.
This SMU defense stopped 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1 twice last week in the first half alone, including 3rd and goal and 4th and goal from the 1. They're going to be facing a 4th down and 1 by Stanford. 2, 3, 4, 5 defensive linemen up front for the Scott Simons defense. Micah Ford, the running back. They're going to go with a shotgun for Ben Gulbranson.
Stanford's got 20 rushing yards so far on 13 carries.
4th and 1 at the SMU 29. Gulbranson out of the shotgun. They run a receiver across the formation. They hand it to Micah Ford. Drives through a tackler for a first down to the 25-yard line to pick up a 4.
Oh, that is so disappointing. Isaiah Wacobia got to the point of attack on time, and then he got trucked. I thought we stopped him, but no. The big running back Ford, who's 6 feet 220, drove right through Wacobia. Man, that was disappointing.
We have an injured Mustang down. Injury report is brought to you by J. Alexander Law. Can't see the number of which defensive lineman is down for SMU. 6:05 remaining in the second quarter. 10-0 SMU leads Stanford. The Cardinal just converting a 4th down and 1. And they're at the SMU 25-yard line. He is sitting up now. And Kerry Webb getting some help up and holding his right shoulder as he walks off to the SMU sideline. Webb, the 5th-year player from Galveston Ball, who transferred in this year from Texas State.
Well, you don't like to see that. He has been fantastic so far this year, relentless with his pass rush. He's done a great job. We saw the sack that he had last week against Syracuse. The pregame show on the Facebook. Man.
On the Facebook?
On Facebook, sorry. showing my Frank Reichism right here.
You sound like an old man on the Facebook. 1st and 10 for Stanford.
You're the one that keeps saying Syracuse.
I'm not going to. With 6:04 left in the second quarter. 10-0 SMU. First down to 10 at the 25-yard line of SMU. Pistol formation. Gulbranson with Micah Ford behind him. Tight end motions right. Toss right for Ford. He wants to throw. Does. That one's knocked away. It was nearly intercepted by Isaiah Wacobia. He cut right in front of the tight end, Sam Roush, they were looking for on the razzle-dazzle.
Had it gift wrapped right there. Wacobia just stepped right in front of the receiver, stayed home, and then dropped the ball. Man, after giving up that 4th down potential stop a second ago, too.
That would be a tough catch for him going out of bounds there up high, but he does make a great play on the ball to knock it away and make it 2nd down and 10. Stanford at the 25 of SMU. 2 receivers go left, 1 right. Ben Gulbranson will be in a shotgun with a 4-man defensive front for SMU. Gulbranson, long count, hands this one to Micah Ford. Big room left, 15 down to the 11-yard line, a gain of 9.
He did not look like a sophomore on that last run. They pulled the backside guard. That play's actually supposed to hit off the right guard. It was kind of bug sweep action, but midline option is what it turned into, and Ford gets close to the first down. Are we ever going to get the ball back, Rich? Man, how many snaps is this? This is 13 plays already.
Yeah, they're at the 16-yard line with a 3rd down and 1 upcoming. This drive started with 12:30 to go in the quarter. We're down to 5:10. 3rd down and 1, under center, Gulbranson. Micah Ford is the tailback. They fake a stretch play. Looks right, throws back left, tight end wide open at the 10-yard line. Rouse to the 5, fumbles the football when he takes a big hit, but I think he jumped right back on it at the SMU 6-yard line. That was a big hit from Wachovia that popped the ball out, but Roush able to recover, and it's 1st and goal.
Yeah, and the Mustangs did not stay with that tight end leaking out. Ahmad Moses, well, he did not play for that. He didn't stay disciplined, and man, we let that guy leak out, and I thought we were going to be able to make Frank Reich pay for taking points off the board. The ball was there on the carpet for us on the turf, and just could not snag the loose ball.
1st down and goal at the 6-yard line of SMU for Stanford. Micah Ford is the running back to the right of Gulbranson. He has the handoff, spinning through the first tackle of Keviante Spears, but not the next 3. No gain on the play. Mustangs thought they had the football, but it'll be 2nd down and goal.
And Spears down there, he'll be getting a lot of time now with Terry Webb having to walk off with an apparent injury earlier on this drive. But that's a nice job of clogging up the A-gap, and Mustangs again stiffening on this end of the field inside the 10-yard line. We saw this a couple of times against Syracuse last week.
2nd and goal at the SMU 6. Stanford will have Gulbranson in the shotgun. 3 receivers right now, 2, as C.J. Williams goes to the left. 2nd and goal from the 6.
16th play of the drive.
Gulbranson, long count. Gives this one to Micah Ford, coming right, slips through 1 tackle to the 3, down to the 2. He is spun down at about the 1-yard line, and Speedy Nettles and Cam Robertson on the stop. 3rd and goal at the 1.
Hey, Deuce Harmon is the force player on that play, and then you saw the spill player coming in, Isaiah Wachovia, and also you saw Deuce Harmon coming in to fill, and we forced 3rd down and goal. Rich, we've got 3 minutes to go. This drive started with 12:30 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, 9.5 minutes.
Man.
3rd and goal at the SMU 1. Pistol formation. Gulbranson with Micah Ford behind him. Mustangs stacking everybody in tight, as Stanford does too. Play action, looks to throw it over the top, and it's knocked away out of the hands of the intended receiver by Brandon Miyazono.
Miyazono had his back to the quarterback, and all he did was try to get in the face of the tight end, and he was able to cause a breakup and cause him to lose concentration, and he fumbled it away incomplete. Great job by Brandon Miyazono.
And it's 4th down and goal at the 1-yard line, and Stanford will definitely go for this with 2:48 left in the half.
Man, I wouldn't mind seeing a timeout here to kind of give your defense a little bit of a rest. They got to be gassed.
4th and goal at the 1. Gulbranson in the shotgun. Mustangs stacking the line of scrimmage. Gulbranson gives to Micah Ford. Hit at the line of scrimmage. No gain. They stand again on 4th and goal at the 1 for the 2nd consecutive week.
Oh, an unbelievable play right there. Football in a phone booth. Linebackers in gaps, safeties coming downhill. Brandon Miyazono's chasing everybody around, and you got 5 black jerseys covering up Micah Ford, their number 1 running back, who's 6 feet 220. The Mustangs win again on the goal line.
I believe that's 19 plays.
Yes.
For 0 points.
Oh, they had points.
Well, they did. You're right. They gave them back, and SMU makes them pay with a massive stop. 2:46 left in the first half. SMU up 10-0, and they had the ball 1st and 10. They actually have it out at the 2. I believe they marked them out with a 1-yard loss. T.J. Harden, the running back. Jennings from the shotgun gives to Harden, going off right guard, drives through a tackle to the 5. T.J. pushes his way forward to the 6 on a gain of 4.
I should not admit this, but Frank Reich, most coaches, I would never take points off the board, but when he did, knowing time and score, knowing how his team was playing, I thought it was the right decision. They didn't get points, but what they did was they kept the football away from SMU for almost over 10 minutes on that drive. They didn't get any points, but that's a win for Stanford.
2nd down and 6. SMU is at their 6. They may let this run down to the 2-minute timeout. And it looks like that's exactly what they're doing.
It's not a complete win, but it's enough of a win to where they're not completely disappointed on the Stanford side.
SMU will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
They have a 10-0 lead on Stanford. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Isn't it Kohl's? And you know what that means. Pumpkins, plaid, and anything that smells like cinnamon. This week, take an extra 20% off decor, home furnishings, bedding, and more. So whether fall is your entire personality or you're just a casual pumpkin enthusiast, the deals at Kohl's are here for your seasonal style. Select styles, some exclusions apply. 20% offer ends October 19th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Mustang fans, this season, enjoy the game with a taste of Tejas. Epic Western Cocktail Company is proud to bring premium tequila cocktails to Gerald J. Ford Stadium. Made with damn good Blanco tequila, fresh flavor, and no shortcuts. It's the perfect game day drink. Find Epic Western in the premium areas at the stadium and its specs, Total Wine, Twin Liquors, Goody Goody, Pogos, and major retailers across Texas. Epic Western, proud partner of SMU football.
Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That's our philosophy at GiveMeTheVin.com. We love to buy cars. Fat ones, skinny ones, curvy ones, fast ones, slow ones, round ones, and square ones. Yes, square body Chevys. We buy them at GiveMeTheVin.com. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com right now, put yours in, and get a quote. We'd love to buy it. GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket.
No one gets you closer to the game than SiriusXM ACC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through the regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/ACC Radio 2025. 2-minute timeout. Mustangs have it. They are on their own 6, looking at second down and 6. 10-0 SMU. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
That previous possession that Stanford just got done on downs, 18 plays, 73 yards, 9 minutes and 46 seconds, and 0 points. They kicked a 52-yard field goal. SMU was offside. They took the points off and made a 4th and 1, but they didn't make it on 4th and goal at the 1. Second down and 6 coming for SMU from their own 6 with 2 minutes to go first half, leading 10-0 over Stanford.
Got 2 goals right here, Rich. You want to get a first down, but you don't want to turn the ball over.
I suspect we'll see T.J. Harden right up the middle here. What do you think? On second down and 6 from the 6. Harden stands about a yard deep in the end zone. Jennings turns. He's actually going to throw a screen right. It was tipped, and then it went through the hands of Jordan Hudson. That one was tipped up at the line of scrimmage, I believe by Wilfredo Ibar.
Yeah, the bad part about that is it stops the clock with 1:57 to go. You're looking at third down and long here. And again, you don't want to turn the football over, but you don't want to punt out of your own end zone either.
Third down 6 from the SMU 6 with 1:57 to go in the second quarter.
And your defense was kind of out there a while on the last drive.
Time. Here is Jennings from the shotgun. Harden in the backfield with him. Blitz is coming. They fake it to Harden. He's going to throw a dart left on a little slant at the 20-yard line. Robello Brinson has a first down to the SMU 21. How about a gain of 15?
He bobbled initially, and we need to snap this thing in a hurry.
It's first down and 10. SMU at the 21-yard line, their own 21 with 1:37 to go. I think you're right.
Well,
let's see. 1:36 to go. They've stopped it. SMU up 10-0.
Officials timeout to adjust the game clock.
All right, well, maybe they're not going to review this. What are we adjusting the game clock to? It's at 1:36 at the moment. 10-0 SMU leading Stanford here.
Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 1 minute, 53 seconds. The game clock will start on my signal.
That's a big change.
It's a huge change. Huge change,
17 seconds they're putting back on.
That was a big catch right there by Brinson. Nice throwing catch on that little slant to get you a first down and to at least do what you want to do here. Yeah. Last thing we want to do is punt back to him.
Now they may try to hurry a little bit here with 1:53 to go in the half.
You have that option.
Because if you don't do anything, you're not punting out of the end zone at least. First and 10 at the 21-yard line for SMU. Clock is running with 1:45 left in the half. Jennings from the shotgun. Pop pass going right to Yamir Knight. Breaks out around the edge by Ibar to the 22. He'll be to the 24 and a gain of 3, but there is a flag down right in the middle of that play.
You talk to experts, you talk to people that know the Stanford program. They have really improved in the 5 games that Frank Reich has coached. I know the quarterback has. And looking at their technique defensively, they've really improved defensively. I'm surprised by this.
What do we got, Nate?
Hey, they set the edge really well on that flip pass.
I think we've got a hold on the offense here, so that'll back them up.
Is that a hold or do they call a blindside block?
He signaled hold. He didn't bother to announce it. What we got here, Nate?
Personal foul. Illegal blindside block.
Okay.
Offense, number 2. Penalty is half distance to the goal. It's first down.
Jordan Hudson.
As the offended team, Stanford, has elected for the game clock to start on the snap.
I was afraid it was going to be the blindside block because of where that flag came from. The umpire ended up throwing that flag.
So this will be first down and 15, I believe.
Yeah, I should say the back judge, not the back judge threw that from way away from the play.
I'm sorry, first and 25 at the 11-yard line for SMU.
Like a draw play here.
And that's exactly what you're going to have with a handoff up the middle, bouncing outside at the 12 to the about the 13 for Chris Johnson. Picks up just a couple. Stanford going to use a timeout?
I was going to say, if it were going to be third down, they'd use it, not on second down.
Yeah, because they only have 2 timeouts left. So, yeah, they did not use it here. And SMU will be in 0 hurries at this point.
Yep.
A minute 10 to go in the half, leading 10-0.
Hey, the last thing you want is for your defense to go back out there right now. They just had to play for 16 plays and over 10 minutes of clock time. Man.
Second and 18 from your 13-yard line.
It was supposed to be 90 degrees out here. It's a warm day today. You just need to get to the locker room right now.
Chris Johnson is the running back against second down 18. Jennings gives this to Johnson. Running right, has a hole. 20, 25, 30, up the side, 35, 40, to the 50. Chris Johnson is going to house this one from 87 yards. You're running the clock out and you go for 87.
Chris Johnson said if Moochie Dixon could go for 87 against these guys, I can too.
Moochie did it on the first play last year, and it was on a slant. This is a little handoff right, and Johnson turned on the Jets. Wow.
You're right. They were just trying to run the clock out, and Stanford forgot to play defense, and Chris Johnson turned on the Jets. I know this. Well, that's going to help out our rushing numbers tremendously.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, yard per carry went up a lot right there.
Yeah.
Extra point from Sam Keltner. An 87-yard burst by Chris Johnson Jr. And the Mustangs suddenly have a 17-0 lead with 35 seconds left of the first half. Wow. Well, that changed the trajectory of a few things here.
Yeah, you don't mind giving the ball back now.
No.
Man, that was really nice to see on a day where it's just been hard to get anything going on the ground here against these guys. And they're holding the ball on you. They're taking points off the board. They're doing things they shouldn't be doing, and they still end up, with some success there, even though they didn't score. Boy, what a change of events. That could have absolutely been a 3-point game. Now it's a 17-point game. That's a 14-point swing right there with a goal line stand and then an 87-yard explosive run.
Yeah, I was going to say the biggest thing about it is while SMU didn't stop them on the 4th and 1 after they took the field goal off, they stopped them again on 4th and goal at the 1. 2 weeks in a row, this SMU defense has done that. And then trying to run out the half, Chris Johnson finds a big crease on the right side, and would you see him outrun everybody then downfield?
Oh,
one guy had an angle on him. It didn't matter.
Did not matter. And I thought he used his blockers well in the screen game in the red zone last week. That time it was just sheer speed.
Keltner's kick. High's going to catch it a yard deep and take a knee. And Stanford, with 35 seconds left, will have it at their own 25-yard line, down 17-0 in the first half to SMU.
Boy, that changes everything. And man, the Mustangs have got to feel better about themselves now going into the half. Now, the problem is you haven't executed all that well on offense. It's just been an okay first half. You'll take the explosive play for sure in the run game right there, given how the run game has just not been where it needs to be right here. But, Rhett Lash has got to be a little bit concerned. The guy would like to play a better second half offensively.
First down and 10 at the 25 for Stanford. Ben Gulbranson in the shotgun. He looks to throw. Has time, cross the middle. It's caught at the 35 by the tight end, Sam Roush. Tackled at the 37, again at 12.
And remember, their place kicker hit a 52-yarder that they'd elected to themselves take off the board. That was a career-long for Kenny earlier in the half.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line with 19 seconds left in the half. Low snap. Gulbranson has it. Fires this one down the right side. It is caught at the 45 of SMU. C.J. Williams out of bounds at the 44 with 13 seconds left in the half.
It's a great catch by Roush, who's really physical in the run game, but maybe one of the most unathletic tight ends that you'll see, but a great pass catcher.
So they put him at the 45 with 13 seconds left in the half. 1st down and 10 for Stanford. They have 2 timeouts left, so they can throw this anywhere they want. 1st and 10 at the 45. We've already seen their kicker hit from 52, but they took it off. Gulbranson from the shotgun to throw. Has time, fires it deep down the middle of the field, and it is caught. Unbelievable catch by Bryce Farrell as he had Ahmad Moses trying to rip that ball out of him at the 13-yard line. He winds up with a 31-yard gain.
Moses was trying to pick it off, but should have just broken it up.
Stanford, it'll be 30 seconds. Please reset the game clock to 7 seconds.
They'll put him at the 14-yard line. Timeout by Stanford.
But yeah,
boy, bang, bang, and a couple of long plays, a 12, an 18, and a 31-yarder by Ben Gulbranson, and they're definitely in field goal range. They can throw it the end zone here. From the 14 with 6 seconds left. 7 seconds they put it back.
Thank you.
Man.
Yeah, that's disappointing. And they throw the corner route, and I said it was C.J. Williams that made that catch on the corner route. And then they just throw it over the middle. And again, Moses is there, but I think he was trying to time an interception rather than just trying to break that thing up.
That's a tough catch that Bryce Farrell made on it.
It was. Yeah, he's been a deep threat for them.
He's a guy who is in his 6th year here. In his first 5, he had 323 receiving yards. 323. He came in today with 346 this year.
We found out how good Virginia is. He got 4 grabs for 135 yards against Virginia and a touchdown.
1st and 10 at the SMU 14. 7 seconds left. You got to think they're taking one shot at the end zone and then kicking if they don't make it.
Second charge timeout. SMU. It'll be 30 seconds.
They let him come out and let Scott Simons have a look at what they were going to line up in and took the timeout. SMU did with 7 seconds left in the half. And the Mustangs leading 17-0.
It's one thing to give up a field goal on something like this. Man, after you just ran for 87 yards and a touchdown, to give up a touchdown with what they started deep in their own territory with 35 seconds to go, and here they are with a chance at a touchdown 15 yards away. Man.
And it's not like they gave him a lot of time. They only had 35 seconds on the clock when this drive started.
I mean, just 2 big plays. And
1st and 10 at the SMU 14 for Stanford with 7 seconds left in the half. They have a timeout left.
They've thrown for 112, and that's not terrible today, especially given the fact that their quarterback threw for almost 450. Ben Gulbranson threw for, 444 against San Jose State.
Well, he has 61 on this possession.
Yeah.
And he's looking for 14 more. 1st and 10 at the 14 for Stanford. 2 by 2. Gulbranson in a shotgun with Micah Ford to his left. Now they'll go 3 receivers right. Gulbranson looks to throw. Has time into the end zone. Touchdown Stanford. He finds C.J. Williams on a little slant left side.
Run some deep zone coverage right there. Not too deep, but Marcellus Barnes just got beat to the inside. They're trying to run zone, and Barnes, at some point, that turns into man, but it never did for Barnes. And it ends up being pretty easy touchdown right there.
4 plays, 75 yards, and only 33 seconds. Yikes. And now Emmett Kinney on for the extra point. They burned like 10 minutes the last time they had the ball on 18 plays and had no points. Maybe they should go hurry up, Scott. It seemed to work better. The extra point will make it 17-7 SMU with 2 seconds left in the half.
And you don't like the fact that they were able to do what they want to do and chewing up 10 minutes off the clock, but then they're able to do what they don't usually do, and that's get chunk plays. But the Mustangs came in, Rich, giving up 323 yards a game through the air. That is last in FBS football. And, man, that was a tough drive for the back end of your defense.
And it'll be a 17-7 SMU lead, we presume, at the half with 2 seconds left. If it's not 17-7 at half, we got a big kickoff coming here, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
First half here for Kevin Jennings today, 14 of 20, 148 yards and a touchdown. Chris Johnson with a big 87-yard touchdown run. He's back to return this kickoff, along with Shouty Clayton Johnson, the Tulane transfer who just joined the program last week. A running back who has played at both Colorado. We saw him a few years ago at Tulane. Kickoff for Emmett Kinney with 2 seconds left in the half. And Chris Johnson going to take this from the 3-yard line. He had signaled fair catch, and then he ran with it.
Back in the day, there was a delay of game penalty.
We don't call that anymore. I want to know if that penalty was taken out. He kind of casually, I wasn't sure he called fair catch, by the way.
To 2 seconds. Thank you.
I wasn't sure that was a fair catch because his hand, I don't know if he made it above his shoulder. He just kind of stuck it out. I think he was waiting to see what they called.
Yeah, well, may want to take I think he decided, I want to take this thing out.
They're going to have this at the 25-yard line with 2 seconds left.
Just going to take a knee out here, I would think.
You want to throw one deep?
I don't think so. 17-7. Man, a little disappointing. That's a little disappointing. I was looking forward to 17-0 going into the locker room.
1st and 10 SMU at the 25-yard line. 2 seconds left in the first half. And they are just going to take a knee. I do believe everybody in tight. Kevin Jennings will be under center. And that will do it for the first half. SMU outgaining Stanford by a ton until the last 35 seconds. It winds up 247 to 163 yards. Kevin Jennings has a touchdown pass to Derek McFall today and an 87-yard touchdown run from Chris Johnson. 17-7 SMU leads Stanford at the half. Will Connolly has the halftime show coming next. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Hi, I'm former Dallas Cowboy Jason Witt for Genetics Institute in Dallas.
Hi, I'm Rob Gronkowski. Nobody wants to deal with old injuries and the pain that goes with it. Well, now you don't have to. The future of pain relief is here at Genetics Institute.
Imagine relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, and other areas without surgery. Genetics makes it possible. Get started to a pain-free, healthier you.
Schedule your consultation at 972-236-3333 or lifegenics.com. That's lifegenics.com.
Tired of waking up tired? Sleep better? Feel better? Find your perfect mattress at NFM. We've got more than 3,000 mattresses in stock. Check out our many comfort levels, pressure relief options, and temperature balance features. When life keeps you tossing and turning, we've got the perfect fit to refresh your every day at prices perfect for any budget. Pick up today or let us deliver. Visit NFM in Grandscape or NFM.com and start sleeping better tonight.
Texas football means friends, fun, and a little friendly rivalry. And what keeps the good times rolling? Provisions Bourbon. Straight from Milam and Green in the Texas Hill Country, Provisions is smooth, delicious, and easy drinking. Perfect for tailgates, touchdowns, and toasting your team. So, whether your team's winning big or it's down to the wire, don't head into game day without your Provisions.
Milam and Green Provisions Bourbon is available at all fine liquor stores.
The tradition, the legacy, the spirits. This is what we live for. This is what's in every bottle. Proud sponsor of SMU Athletics, award-winning Socorro Tequila is crafted in the highlands of Jalisco, Mexico, using time-honored methods for shared moments like today. No shortcuts, no additives, just agave, water, yeast, that's it. Crisp, smooth, and authentic, Socorro Tequila is available at your liquor store or socorrotequila.com. Enjoy responsibly. Salud. Take the field with G-Cats, the official electrical contractor of SMU Athletics. Whether it's data wiring or large-scale builds, G-Cats offers cutting-edge electrical solutions backed by over 250 years of combined expertise. Whether you need electrical, telecom, or renewables, trust G-Cats to energize your game plan. Power up with G-Cats today. The official electrical contractor of SMU Athletics.
For years, everyone thought Verizon had the best network, because they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. T-Mobile's network has the most advanced 5G, with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and Insta-talk and say, "You won't believe where I am."
T-Mobile is the best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025. See T-Mobile.com/network.
For 110 years, Vista Bank has been helping entrepreneurs make their move. Recently named one of Dallas Business Journal's top commercial banks and Dallas Morning News Best Bank of Dallas-Fort Worth, Vista is committed to SMU athletics. That's why they're partnering with us to help one lucky Dallas business owner make their move this year. Go to MakeYourMoveDallas.com today and enter to win $10,000 of advertising to our amazing SMU fans. Entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912. Vista Bank. People first.
SMU Halftime is on the air. Brought to you by Rudy's. Rudy's Real Texas Barbecue is a proud sponsor of Mustang football. Visit one of our 6 DFW Metroplex locations for all your tailgate needs. And by Ozona Bar and Grill is a proud sponsor of Mustang Athletics. Visit them online at ozonagrill.com. This is Mustang Halftime, sponsored by Origin Bank.
SMU leading Stanford 17-7 at halftime from Ford Stadium. I'm Will Connerly with you back inside the ticket studios. Let's get into the highlights from the first half. Stanford wins the toss. They defer to the second half, but SMU goes 3 and out to begin the game after Kevin Jennings was sacked on third down. But Stanford can't handle the punt.
McSparron with a high but somewhat short kick, and it's muffed and picked up by SMU.
So SMU keeps the ball, taking it at midfield, but they can't gain any yards. Another 3 and out for the Mustangs before the Cardinal can touch the ball, but the punt pins the Cardinal at their own 8 for their opening drive on offense. And SMU's Isaiah Smith able to get into the backfield and get a milestone as well.
1st and 10, and Branson goes play action, and he's got to be sacked. Coming right off the left edge, hard, Isaiah Smith, and that'll be his 17th career sack, moves him into the top 10 all-time in SMU history.
Great call by Rich Phillips on the play-by-play. Isaiah Smith, not the only one to get into the backfield on that drive. They had 2 more sacks from Jeffrey Imba and Cameron Robertson, totaling 3 sacks on Stanford's first drive. It forced them to punt on 4th and 25. So SMU takes over, beginning their 3rd drive at their own 25. And Kevin Jennings with a little razzle-dazzle.
Empty backfield, but the man motions across. They fake to him and throwing it behind his back forward to R.J. Maryland, who spins off a tackle at the 50. R.J. all the way down to the 46-yard line to pick up 7.
You have to check that video out, a behind-the-back pass there, and then later on in the drive on 4th and 3 from Stanford's 19.
4th and 3 at the 19 of Stanford, and they have an empty backfield. Jennings, 3 to the right. Now comes a man in motion. McFall into the backfield. And looking to throw is Jennings. Has time. McFall takes it on the wheel route at the 15, the 10, down the sideline, into the end zone. Touchdown SMU!
The point after converted, it put SMU up 7-0 with 2:39 to go in the first. And on that drive as well, Stanford corner Aaron Morris, he was taken off the field in an ambulance after sustaining an injury. And after the touchdown, SMU quickly forces Stanford to punt. And immediately, Jennings hits Jordan Hudson on a 37-yard connection, getting quickly into Cardinal territory. And it set up a Sam Keltner field goal try for SMU.
Snap back, hold down, kick has plenty of distance, and this one is good. That will be a career-long 32-yarder for Sam Keltner, and he'll make the score 10-0 SMU leading Stanford.
With 12:29 to go in the second, that 10-0 lead in the redshirt freshman Keltner now 3 for 6 on the season with the field goal tries. Then Stanford, they tried a field goal of their own from 52 yards. It was good, but SMU was offside. Stanford accepted from 4th and 6 to then 4th and 1 from SMU's 34, opting to take points off the board. They convert the 4th and 1 there from the 34, but then they faced another 4th and 1, this time coming from the 1 yard line.
4th and goal at the 1. Branson in the shotgun. Mustangs stacking the line of scrimmage. Branson gives to Micah Ford. Hit at the line of scrimmage. No gain. They stand again on 4th and goal at the 1 for the 2nd consecutive week.
SMU standing at the goal line once again, as you heard Rich Phillips say, for the 2nd consecutive week. So Stanford ending up taking points off the board, getting no points on a drive that spanned 18 plays. They go 73 yards down the field, and it spanned 9 minutes and 46 seconds. So SMU gets the ball back. Just under 3 minutes left in the half. They lead 10-0. And they're facing a 2nd and 18 from their own 13-yard line, really just trying to run the clock out before the half. But Chris Johnson had other ideas.
Chris Johnson is the running back against 2nd down 18. Jennings gives this to Johnson, running right, has a hole, 20, 25, 30, up the side, 35, 40, to the 50. Chris Johnson is going to house this one from 87 yards.
An unbelievable highlight reel run there from Chris Johnson, and certainly the leader in the clubhouse for our potential play of the game, I would think. But the PAT was good there, SMU taking a 17-0 lead. And they thought they were going to go to the locker room with that advantage, giving Stanford just about 30 seconds left in the half. They go 75 yards in 4 plays to score their first touchdown of the game, converting the PAT to make it 17-7 as the Cardinals scoring with just a few seconds left before halftime. In the first half, SMU holding Stanford to just 37 rushing yards on 17 attempts, just over 2 per carry. And the Ponies quarterback Kevin Jennings, 14 of 20 for 148 yards and a touchdown. In the first half, Jordan Hudson with 4 catches for 72 yards to lead the Ponies in receiving. So at 17-7, SMU leading by 2 scores at halftime from Ford Stadium. Stay tuned on the halftime show. We'll look across the college football scoreboard. But first, we'll have Rich Phillips with This Week in SMU football history on the other side of the break. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Okay, Texas, pop quiz. True or false? Walmart has more than 500 million items online. True. Find a huge selection online that you can't find in stores. True or false? Groceries always cost more when they're delivered. False. Walmart's grocery prices are the same for delivery as they are in store. Last one. Walmart can deliver in as fast as an hour. True, y'all. Use Express Delivery to get eligible items to your doorstep before the pool party starts. Walmart. Who knew? Subject to availability. Fees and restrictions apply.
Hey there, Hunter here from Legacy Homebuyers. For nearly 10 years, our local family-owned team has helped thousands of DFW homeowners sell fast, without repairs, hassles, or closing costs. We can even give you a fair cash offer on the spot. And best of all, you pick the closing date. Call us at 1-800-TOP-CASH. That's 1-800-TOP-CASH or visit LegacyBuyers.com. Because when it comes to selling your house, you deserve a trusted local source.
Legacy Homebuyers, sinner and soul. She's made up her mind to live pretty smart. Learn to budget responsibly right from the start. She spends a little less and puts more into savings. Keeps her blood pressure low and credit score raises. She's cutting debt right out of her life. She tracks her cash flow on a spreadsheet at night.
Boring money moves make kind of lame songs, but they sound pretty sweet to your wallet. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865.
What does security sound like to you? That might be a little overkill. Hi, I'm Cameron East with A1 Locksmith Security and Safes. You probably don't need that level of security, but our customers love the peace of mind they enjoy with the Liberty Safe. Whether you need to store important family documents, jewelry, firearms, or extra cash, our safe experts can find the perfect Liberty Safe to secure your valuables. With 75 years as DFW's trusted locksmith, A1 Locksmith has security on lock. Shop our Liberty Safes at a-1locksmith.com.
Homeownership success begins with Prime Lending. Our experienced mortgage professionals understand that every situation is unique. We tailor our solutions to fit your needs. That way, your mortgage is as perfect as your home. Visit primelending.com/SMU to take the first step towards your new home. All loans subject to credit approval. Rates and fees subject to change. Prime Lending, a Plains Capital Company. NMLS 13649 is an equal housing lender.
Fall is in season at Kohl's, and you know what that means. Pumpkins, plaid, and anything that smells like cinnamon. This week, take an extra 20% off decor, home furnishings, bedding, and more. So whether fall is your entire personality or you're just a casual pumpkin enthusiast, the deals at Kohl's are here for your seasonal style. Select styles, some exclusions apply. 20% offer ends October 19th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Herman Marshall Whiskey, one of North Texas's oldest distilleries that includes a portfolio of aged bourbon rye and single malts built from the grain up with locally sourced Texas ingredients. Make sure and visit our new historic downtown Wiley tasting room and distillery for live entertainment and that true Texas whiskey tasting experience. Available at your nearest liquor store or via their website at hmwhiskey.com. Let's whiskey.
Hey, Mustang fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to SMU football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the SMU Mustangs. Let's go Mustangs! SeatGeek.
This is SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The Ticket! It's halftime and time for a look at this week in SMU football history. Let's go back in time with a voice of the Mustangs, Rich Phillips.
62 years ago today, the SMU Mustangs welcomed soon-to-be Heisman Trophy winner Roger Staubach into the Cotton Bowl. Captain America led the 4th-ranked Navy midshipmen to the State Fair of Texas on October 11, 1963, looking to stay undefeated. But the Mustangs had other ideas. The Middies jumped out to a 10-0 lead in the first quarter, but SMU quarterback Mac White would close the gap with a 22-yard touchdown run. In the second quarter, Navy stretched the lead on a short TD run, but the Mustangs fought back just before halftime. A touchdown pass to Tom Hillary made it Navy 18-13 at the break. An 18-yard touchdown pass by Staubach late in the third put Navy ahead 25-13. But just 3 plays later, unlikely hero John Roderick, just recruited from the freshman track team, galloped home from 55 yards to close within 6. Then in the fourth quarter, Dave Quarter picked off a Staubach pass, and on the ensuing drive, Roderick came up huge again, converting a 4th and 12 play. The Mustangs went on to take the lead, but it was short-lived. Navy went back ahead 28-26 on a field goal with less than 3 minutes to play. Yet the Mustangs were not to be denied. They needed just 4 plays and 47 seconds to jump back in front on a 1-yard touchdown run from Billy Gannon. The closing seconds were gut-wrenching, but 2 Staubach pass attempts into the end zone fall incomplete, and the Mustangs pull off the 32-28 upset, one of the all-time great moments in SMU football history.
Guy Fieri called Palmer's Nashville hot chicken sandwich a destination dish. Make Palmer's your destination. Palmer's hot chicken, catfish, and shrimp in the Lakewood area. Mockingbird and Abrams in the Hillside Village. Open 7 days a week with catering. Let us cater your next tailgate or corporate event. With trivia on Tuesdays and live music on Wednesdays and Thursdays, Palmer's hot chicken, catfish, and shrimp is the place to be.
You can actually do well by doing good. I'm Jim Springfield, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas. Texas is an independently spirited state. That gives Blue Cross the ability to provide unique services for the unique needs of Texans. I think letting that feed into the products and services we offer is culturally appropriate. You can have the assurance that we're going to continue to be progressive when it comes to meeting Texans' health needs.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Do you know why Milestone is the official sponsor of SMU Athletics?
I do not, Bob. Why?
Because Milestone realized they are both experts at dealing with tight situations and staying cool under pressure on the field and on home repairs.
And they're both the best in Dallas.
That's right. Milestone has won Best in DFW, hosted by the Dallas Morning News, 2 years in a row.
So get over to callmilestone.com today, Bob, and get $76 off all things electrical, plumbing, and AC. Milestone, official home service sponsor of SMU Athletics. Pony up.
We'll fix it in a flash.
Hello, friends. Kick off your day the right way with Herb's House Coffee. Stop by their Dallas location and enjoy locally roasted favorites, cold brew, matcha, local pastries, breakfast, tacos, and more. Located about half a mile from SMU, Herb's House has ample study space, meeting rooms, and discounts for SMU students and staff. They're a proud SMU sponsor, and you'll find their Blue Herbs truck on the boulevard before every home game this season. Visit herbshousecoffee.com to learn more. Come for the coffee, stay for the company. Herb's House Coffee.
This is SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The Ticket!
Halftime here at Ford Stadium. Rich Phillips, Scott Garner in the Milestone Radio booth. 17-7. SMU has the lead at the half over Stanford. And while they had the lead, Scott, it kind of was a disappointing end to that half. You look like you're just trying to run out the clock. Chris Johnson busts off an 87-yard touchdown run, and you're up 17-0 with 35 seconds left. 4 plays later, it's a 10-point game.
Yeah,
and they get the ball to start the half.
Well, you're feeling good because it's a 14-point swing. You stop them on the goal line. Then you rip off an 87-yard run. You got a 17-0 lead, and you're feeling pretty good. It's like, it took them 10 minutes to go 70 yards a second ago. No, a couple plays later, they get in position, and they're on the 14-yard line, and they throw a ball up the seam against zone coverage, and we just kind of got lost a little bit and gave up the touchdown, and all of a sudden it's a 10-point game again.
Stanford will have the ball to start the second half. They're going to have their linebacker, their leading tackler, Matt Rose, in the second half. He missed the first half because of a targeting foul that he was called for in the second half of their last game against San Jose State. Kevin Jennings today, 14 of 20, 148 yards, 1 touchdown. Jordan Hudson and Romello Brinson have each caught 4 balls, 72 yards for Hudson, 32 for Brinson. Derek McFall, 2 catches for 26 yards and a score. R.J. Maryland with 2 catches. He has now 100 in his career, 14 away from the tight end record here at SMU. And then Chris Johnson Jr., 4 carries, 96 yards. 87 of it came on his last one as he housed it from the SMU 13. T.J. Harden only 5 carries for 9 yards. Ben Gulbranson, the Stanford quarterback, 9 of 14 for 126 yards and a touchdown. 3 catches apiece for C.J. Williams and his tight end Sam Rouse. Williams had the touchdown catch at the end of the first half. Micah Ford, 13 carries for 51 yards. SMU's outgained of 246 to 163 yards. Let's go down to the sideline now and get a halftime report from Steve Lansdale.
Yeah, the Mustangs were pleased with the pressure they were able to generate early against Gulbranson. You remember there were 3 sacks in a sequence of 4 plays at one point, and they felt like it tapered off just a little bit. Not necessarily that they were lacking effort, but that Stanford made some adjustments. They want to try to ramp that back up. And then, especially on that last scoring drive by Stanford, a couple of blown coverages in the secondary. Overall, they're pleased with the way the DBs have matched up with the Stanford receivers, but they want to clean that up and try to widen the margin in the second half.
We've warmed up now to 85 degrees here in the Park Cities. A beautiful sunny day.
You know, Stanford kind of frustrates you, Rich, because you had 5 possessions, but really only 4 in that first half. You'd like to have 5 or 6 in a half. But that's what Stanford does. That's what taking the air out of the ball does. When they held it for 10 minutes on that one drive where they didn't even score in the second quarter. But it's frustrating because you don't have the opportunity to put points up like you usually do. So you've got to take advantage when you do have the ball.
Yeah, well, remember they had 2 possessions back-to-back in the first quarter because of a muffed punt. But they ran 6 plays on those 2 possessions, 2 3-and-outs. Sam Keltner's kick will bounce in the end zone, and so Stanford will take this at their own 20-yard line to begin the second, 25-yard line to begin the second half of play.
And that's why I say really only 4.
Right.
Because, like you say, the back-to-back 3-and-outs, that hurt. We came out slow. And I guarantee you, Rhett Lashley is very frustrated with that, and more frustrated for the simple fact that you can't just line up and run the ball for 3.5, 4.5 yards a carry. You're just not getting that right now to T.J. Harden, who right now, you look at his numbers, and Harden, 5 carries, 9 yards.
Cole Tabb is the running back, first down, 10 at the 25 for Stanford. Kevin Allen at defensive tackle in place of Jeffrey Imba to start this, Terry Webb, to start this second half. Remember, Webb went out with an apparent right shoulder injury. Handoff is to Tabb, and he almost ran into Jeffrey Imba, bounces out to the right, and he's going to be ushered out of bounds by Speedy Nettles.
10-yard penalty, first down.
But instead, it's going to be a hold on Stanford, and they'll have a first down and 20.
Yeah, another hold. Remember, they got called for 2 holding fouls on one drive in that first half, 3 total. That's the 4th holding penalty of the game against Stanford. They've had all kinds of problems on that offensive line.
Aren't they supposed to be a disciplined team? They're smart and disciplined is what I'm always told, right?
But usually you will say you hold when you're relegated to having to hold, and that's what's happening. We're getting after it defensively on that front 4, and they're having to hold us.
First and 20 from the 15 now for Stanford. Gulbranson from the shotgun looks to throw. Pressure is coming. He dumps it off underneath to Roush at the 20. He'll be wrapped up at the 25-yard line by Alexander Kilgore, so they pick up the penalty yardage. It'll be second down and 10.
When Roush, really tough tight end. He's got a big catch radius. Does a good job of just kind of sitting down underneath that soft zone coverage and picking up the penalty yardage back. But remember, he got hit in the knee, R.J. Maryland style against San Jose State. Remember, it was against Stanford that Maryland took the hit that put him out on the ACL injury.
Second down and 10 at the 25 for Stanford. Tab the running back to the right of Ben Gulbranson, who wants to throw and does quickly. Left side, that's caught. A big hit thrown by Marcellus Barnes, although Barnes may have taken the worst of it as his shoulder looks like he's holding it down on the field. The catch made by Jordan Anovue.
Player of the defense.
A 5-yard gain. It'll be third down and 5 upcoming. But we got an injury report brought to you by J. Alexander Law, as now Marcellus Barnes being tended to by the training staff.
It's like that right arm. You're right, Rich. That right arm giving him problems. He was playing that soft coverage, or soft zone coverage, and then rallied when Onavue caught the stop route, wide side, field side, and it was a nice tackle. But, man, you're right. He took the hit on that shoulder.
13:39 remaining in the third quarter. 17-7. SMU has the lead over Stanford.
Yeah, he just lowered that right shoulder, and hopefully it's just a stinger.
He is up and making his way over to the SMU sideline, and a trip to the injury tent, obviously, coming up for Marcellus Barnes. A third down and 5 is coming up here for Stanford from their own 30-yard line. Just underway here in the third quarter. SMU did lose defensive tackle Terry Webb in the first half. Haven't seen him back out here in the second half yet. Kedeontae Spears and Wu Spencer are the tackles on third down and 5. Gulbranson in a shotgun with Micah Ford to his left. They shift 2 tight ends to the left. 4 men up front for SMU on third down and 5 for Stanford. Gulbranson back to pass. Pressure's coming. He finds underneath C.J. Williams at the 35 with a first down to the 36-yard line. Harmon on the stop, but a first down for Stanford.
Well, just simple 4-2 nickel coverage that time, and Gulbranson taking what the defense is giving him, just a sort of an underneath crossing route for Williams. Remember, he was targeted 19 times in the San Jose State game, and Williams so far today with 4 catches.
First down at 10, Stanford from their 36, 12:50 to go, third quarter, 17-7, SMU leads.
Boy, they keep moving the sticks, and time of possession might become a problem.
Gulbranson, play action. Here comes pressure from Speedy Nettles off the edge. He has a sack. Back to the 29-yard line. They put him at the 30 with a 6-yard loss.
Boy, Nettles got there, and Robertson also from that end spot. He just goes inside of Khalil House to get there. Both edges got there about the same time. That's a good sack. First one of those we've had since really the early part of the ball game.
I assume it'll be a split sack, and it'll be the first one for Speedy Nettles. A half sack for him, I do believe. It's second down and 16 at the 30-yard line for Stanford. Gulbranson out of a shotgun, just 3 men up front for SMU. Now they're walking up. Oh, Isaiah Smith is up in a linebacker position. Just a 3-man rush, and they have pressure. Gulbranson's flushed out to his right, running that way. He's going to take off at the 30, 35, breaks through to the 40, dives forward to the 42-yard line. Gulbranson not very mobile, but he picks up 12.
He's not. He can't run real well, but I thought Kilgore did a good job of forcing him back inside. He was sprinting. He was on a good pursuit angle to the sideline. That's about as good as Gulbranson can do scrambling, and that's a good pickup to set up third down and much shorter than what he was looking at.
Good to see Terry Webb, who left in that first half, come back out here. He's on the defensive formation here with third down and 4. Stanford at the 42-yard line. They did split that sack, so that's now 1.5 for Cam Robertson today and a half a sack for Speedy Nettles. Third down and 4 for Stanford. Gulbranson wants to throw. Here comes pressure right up the middle, flushes him out to the right, and he's going to be sacked down around the ankles. And that's Brandon Miyazono, who had a big pass breakup in the end zone earlier today, and he has his first sack of the season.
If you can't pass protect as a running back, you can't play. And Miyazono just went right past Cole Tabb, the running back, who was supposed to pick up that blitz. And Miyazono says, is anybody even standing in front of me? And he just raced right to the quarterback to pick up the second sack of the drive.
Miyazono already had a career-high tackles in the first 5 games this season. And now he has his second career sack. What a punt. That sends Ymir Knight drifting way back and catches it going out of bounds at about his own 19-yard line. Man, the Mustangs bringing the pressure, though, up front this afternoon. They had 2 more sacks on that possession, 5 now in the game. And a timeout with 10:29 remaining in the third quarter. SMU 17, Stanford 7. This is SMU football from Learfield.
The final whistle blows, but the spirit carries on. Win or lose, it's the moments we share that matter most. Proud sponsor of SMU Athletics, award-winning Socorro Tequila is crafted in the highlands of Jalisco, Mexico. No shortcuts, no additives, just agave, water, yeast. That's it. Crisp, smooth, and authentic. Socorro Tequila is available at your local liquor store or delivered straight to your door at SocorroTequila.com. Enjoy responsibly. Salud.
Hustle makes a difference on the field for SMU football. Hustle makes a difference in marketing your business too. Broadmax 21C Printers provides HD lithography, small and large format digital prints, and promotional products for some of the most respected and recognized brands in Dallas. Broadmax 21C, printing that chases down your customers. Find us online at broadmax21c.com. That's BRODNAX 21c.com. Broadmax is a proud partner of SMU Athletics.
Attention SMU fans, are you ready to secure your retirement with the team the Mustangs trust? Our seasoned team of financial professionals at Lord & Richards has been trusted by the Mustangs for their financial game plan. When you're ready to join the winning team, we'll craft a retirement strategy that suits your goals. Call us today at 972-905-3516. Lord & Richards, your winning play for a secure retirement.
Saving money on the highway, yeah. DFW my way, yeah. Tiny sticker on the glass, yeah. Keeping more of my cash. I got that toe tag, it's poppin'. We ride it, we stop it at the stockyards and the fair. Hit the zoo and everywhere. I got these dollars in my pocket. Thank you, toe tag, from my wallet. Toe tag, it's poppin'. Small stickers, saving money big league. Get my toetag.com.
The SMU Ponies play here on the ticket.
Over 50, nearing retirement? Pony up to this 2-night retirement planning class that's quietly educating thousands of retirees and pre-retirees. Retirement Planning University, now live at SMU. Go to retirementplanninguniversity.com. That's retirementplanninguniversity.com. See website for disclosures. Mustangs force the punt. It's a good one. It pins SMU back inside their own 20. They'll begin on their own 18, leading at 17-7 with 10:29 to go in the third quarter.
First down and 10 for the Mustangs. TJ Harden will be the running back. Matt Hibner will also line up in the backfield in a wing left formation. Yamir Knight motions across to the right, play action, rolling right, Jennings, and throws it back towards the middle of the field. What a tough throw to Romello Brinson at the 30. He's up to the 31 on a gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice easy toss on the over route right there. Romello Brinson starting on the left side and coming across to the right side. Great sidearm toss right there, dropping the arm slot by Jennings. First real good throw like that today from Kevin.
You said that was an easy toss?
Pretty easy
it
toss
didn't look
right
very
there.
easy the way he did it, but it was
he makes
good.
it look easy.
First and 10 at the 31, under center. Jennings is going to throw a swing left. That might have been a lateral to Jordan Hudson. He catches it behind the line of scrimmage, runs up across the 35-yard line, tackled at the 37-yard line, and that'll be a pickup of 6.
It might have been. It was a lateral pass, but hey, even better block out there by Romello Brinson on the edge.
Second and 4 at the 37. Here's TJ Harden driving through, tackles at left tackle, and he's across the 40 and pushes right on through. 2 more tacklers to the 43 with a tough 6 yards and a first down.
Yeah, that's what you like to see when you look back at the run game, save for the 87-yard touchdown run earlier. Not many runs of 5 yards or more for the Mustangs. That looks like TJ Harden, and that looks like vintage Mustang football.
First down and 10 at the 43 for SMU. They lead 17-7 early third. High snap. Jennings goes up, brings it down. Now slings it down the middle of the field, and it's caught at the 42-yard line of Stanford by Jordan Hudson for another Mustang first down on a pickup of 15.
That is a bullet toss on a deep dig route on a high snap. And the offensive line doing a good job of taking guys where they want to go out of the picture to sack Jennings. And Jennings delivers the strike to Hudson, knifing across the middle of the field. That is a very accurate toss. It's an NFL throw right there from Kevin Jennings.
8:44 to go in the third. 17-7. SMU leads Stanford. First and 10 at the Cardinal 42. Jennings in the shotgun and fakes to Johnson, has a pressure on him. He runs away from it, now goes back left, and then flings it out left flat. Johnson caught at the 35 to the 30, 20, makes a man miss, 15. Johnson cuts inside at the 10. Chris Johnson does it again. Touchdown, SMU.
You will take an occasional turnover with Jennings not carrying the ball high and tight. when he can get the ball out at the very last moment to the edge when nobody expects him to throw the football, not even the wide receiver, and he can grab the football and take it to the house. That is why Kevin Jennings doesn't conventionally hold it high and tight when he's scrambling.
That's some gunslinging right there, isn't it?
Isn't it? My goodness.
42-yard touchdown pass to Chris Johnson. By the way, he did most of it on his own. Johnson did running with a football. He also has an 87-yard touchdown run today. Wow. And just like that, it's 23-7. Keltner's extra point. It'll make it 24-7 SMU with 8:22 remaining in the third quarter against Stanford. This is SMU football from Learfield.
This football season, elevate your SMU game days with Rebel XP. Rebel XP's hassle-free tailgating packages offer everything you need for an unforgettable experience. From setup to cleanup, Rebel XP handles it all. With a prime location just steps from Gerald Ford Stadium, all you have to do is show up on game day and bring your Mustang pride. Whether you're entertaining clients, connecting with alumni, or spending time with friends and family, Rebel XP helps you upgrade your game day without the stress. Don't miss out. Visit rebelxp.com/SMU today to reserve your full-service tailgate.
Sometimes we need a good thrill, and in Texas, both Ford and your SMU Mustangs deliver just that. From the rumble of an engine to the roar of the crowd shouting, "Pony up!" It's all about performance. That's why Ford is proud to sponsor SMU athletics. So whether you're behind the wheel of a Mustang Dark Horse or proudly supporting your ponies, it's always go, go, go Mustangs. Find your perfect vehicle at your Texas Ford dealer, and you'll see why.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Attention SMU fans, whether you're celebrating a big win or prepping for the next game, La Madeleine has you covered. Enjoy our freshly baked pastries, savory soups, and mouth-watering entrees, all inspired by the heart of France. And now, with the La Madeleine Rewards app, earning points and enjoying exclusive offers is easier than ever. Download the app today and start earning delicious rewards with every visit. Fuel up before the game or wind down afterward at La Madeleine. With convenient locations near SMU, it's the perfect spot for Mustangs on the move. Bon appetit, SMU.
Cool off-island style with Kona Ice. Our bright tropical trucks are rolling your way with fluffy, shaved ice in all your favorite flavors. From Ninja Cherry to Monster Mango, it's the taste of a mini vacation, right here at home. Book us for your next party, school event, or fundraiser. We bring the flavor, the fun, and the smiles. Look for the big, colorful truck or schedule your Kona Ice stop today at Kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor wave fun on wheels.
SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket.
Which schools will win the Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the upcoming year? Check out how your favorite school is doing at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Winners announced in June of 2026, the Learfield Directors Cup powered by NACTA, the crowning achievement in college athletics. 5-play drive, 82 yards for the Mustangs, 2:07 off the clock here in the third quarter. It's capped by a 42-yard touchdown pass from Jennings to Johnson, who all of a sudden has a ton of all-purpose yards. Today, the Mustangs take a 24-7 lead.
You know, Jennings probably should have been sacked by Tevarua Tafiti.
Like twice on that play?
Yeah. I thought he grabbed his face mask even at one point. He's able to run away from him. And the thing about him, when he starts running, Scott, he never quits looking. He's not focused on running. He's looking around to see what's there.
Yes.
And that's why he found Chris Johnson out in the flat, open, alone. And then, let's give Johnson credit. Most of the 42 yards were by him.
No doubt, but it never happens if Jennings doesn't have the talent to, as you say, keep his eyes upfield, keep his eyes downfield while he's scrambling. And I mentioned, that's why he doesn't keep the ball high and tight when he goes to throw the football, because there's always a chance that he might be able to unload.
By the way, Sam Keltner bounced that kickoff at the 1 about 2 feet from the sideline and hooked it around the pylon for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for Stanford. 24-7 SMU leading with 8:22 to play third quarter. Then Branson goes under center. Ford is his running back. And handoff to him, and hello, Amon Moses comes in on a run blitz and has it for a 1-yard loss at the 24.
Comes field side right there, Amon Moses does, and makes a play at the point of attack in the backfield, actually, doing a really good job timing the snap count well. That takes a lot of film study and just takes a lot of paying attention when you're in the backfield to time that. But getting back to Jennings, that takes a lot of trust in your teammates and just being fearless. And that just doesn't happen overnight. That's years and years of being able to play like he does, scrambling. But I love how he scrambles with discipline now. these days. It's not just with recklessness.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line for Stanford. Ben Gulbranson with an empty backfield now. 4-man front for SMU. And Gulbranson has time, and he dirks this one. His receiver, Caden High, had Isaiah Wachovia all over his backside, I believe it was. Actually, I think that was Kyron Chambers. And I don't know if that was intentionally into the dirt, but it definitely was. It's 3rd down and 11.
I know this much. The center, Fisher Anderson, has had all of Terry Webb and Jeffrey Mba that he can stand, I'm sure. And I love how Webb and Mba are able to rush, and they're getting good pressure, but they're doing it disciplined, controlling their gaps, and not getting their shoulders turned and just staying square. They're doing a really good job down there pass rushing. They might not always get to the quarterback, but they're doing a good job of containing.
3rd, 11, and 24. Here comes a 6-man blitz, and they collapse the pocket, and Gulbranson is sacked for the 6th time today. Terry Webb, Brandon Booker, Isaiah Smith, they all meet at the quarterback.
Terry Webb, Booker, Isaiah Smith, they've been getting consistent pressure today. That time they do come on a stunt, and the stunt confuses the lineman, and then it's the bull rush right from the get-go, just staying after it, that finally gets to the quarterback, and that's just really disciplined football. I can't tell you, you're not rushing just to rush, you're containing as well.
6 sacks on the day, 19 on the year for this SMU defense. And before a punt, there's a flag.
By the way, the 6 sacks, that's a season high in a game. We had 5 against Missouri State.
There was a flag down before the ball was snapped for the punt here. 6:58 remaining in the 3rd. Mustangs up 24-7.
Ball start. Offense. Number 28. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
So this will have Aiden Flintoff hunting out of his own end zone. And Ymir Knight edges forward to about the SMU 45, awaiting the kick from Flintoff. 6:56 left, 3rd quarter. SMU up 24-7. And Flintoff. Wow, what a kick. Oh, man, Ymir Knight ranging all the way back to the 32 to catch this one, and he bounces off a tackler at the 30. Now he's coming wide. Oh, it can't get the edge. He was drilled at the 34-yard line. That was a big hit there by the coverage team for the Stanford Cardinals. 6:40 to go, 3rd quarter, 24-7. SMU has the lead on Stanford. This is SMU football from Learfield.
For years, everyone thought Verizon had the best network, because they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. T-Mobile's network has the most advanced 5G, with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and instant talk and say, "You won't believe where I am."
T-Mobile has the best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025. See T-Mobile.com/network.
Quiet down, Surprise! Your accountant just emailed to say your quarterly taxes are way higher than you were expecting.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Also, your favorite employee is leaving. They're going to pursue their dream of being a veterinarian.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
The tradition, the legacy, the spirit. This is what we live for. This is what's in every bottle. Proud sponsor of SMU Athletics, award-winning Socorro Tequila is crafted in the highlands of Jalisco, Mexico, using time-honored methods for shared moments like today. No shortcuts, no additives, just agave, water, yeast, that's it. Crisp, smooth, and authentic, Socorro Tequila is available at your liquor store or socorrotequila.com. Enjoy responsibly. Salud.
Hi, this is Brad Hansing here, co-owner of Earth Motor Cars, your DFW premier Lotus, Hennessy, luxury, exotic, and classic car dealership.
And this is Frank Cortese, co-owner of Earth Motor Cars. We are a proud supporter of the 2025 SMU football season and have been serving the community for over 20 years.
We offer over 300 exclusive vehicles that will look stunning in your garage, along with a full service department to get you home from game day.
Visit earthmotorcars.com and go Mustangs.
This is SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket!
Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas, keeping you at the center of everything we do. Texas born, 95 years strong, and proud to support SMU Mustangs football. Kohl's has the back-to-school styles that'll spoil them at prices that'll spoil you. From jeans and tees to sneakers and more. Which means that you can do it all without overdoing your budget when you shop at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Now the SMU Mustangs have the football back, leading at 24-7, 6:40 to play here in the third quarter.
And SMU will have it here at their own 32-yard line after a 62-yard punt by Stanford. 1st and 10 from their 32. 24-7 SMU leading.
That's his career long. 5 over his previous career long.
Handoff TJ Harden going right, cuts back left across the 35. He's down to the 37. Logan Parr loses his lid in the middle of that pile. And they'll put him at the 38 with a gain of 6. Logan will have to come off, and Nate Anderson will jog on.
Harden had 5 carries in the first half for 9 yards, and I feel a lot better after seeing him run for 5 good yards between the tackles the last 2 times he's touched the football, because it was just hard in the first half to line up and just simply run an inside zone play for more than a yard or 2.
2nd down 4 at the 38-yard line for SMU. Jennings from the shotgun, fakes an end around to Ymir Knight, looks to throw under some pressure. He runs, flings this one way downfield, and just didn't play well on the ball there. Jordan Hudson had a shot at it, but he kind of stopped a little bit too early, and Mitch Lieber had a chance to break it up.
He did. I, like you, thought he was going to go a little bit farther. I think Jennings thought he was going to keep going, but he didn't. Had he, I think he would have had a chance to make a one-on-one catch there, no question, against Mitch Lieber, but zero pressure on Jennings right here. And even when they've gotten some pressure, he's been able to tap dance around it to give himself some time to throw.
3rd down 4 at the SMU 38-yard line. Jennings steps off, looks to the sideline.
Guy was in the neutral zone at least a second and a half. I might have snapped it.
TJ Harden, the running back, moves to the left. On 3rd down, and they will try to throw. Jennings, blitz is picked up by Harden. Rolling left, Kevin. Not much there. He's in jail with 3-4 defenders swarming him. He's going to be sacked all the way back to the 24-yard line.
He should have thrown that ball away. There is such a thing as a good sack. That wasn't one. He had 3 guys around him and should have thrown it away at about the 27-yard line and thought he could turn around and reverse pivot and go the other direction when no chance of that happening. That's a bad sack taken by Kevin. Should have tossed it away.
Omar Staples, his first sack of the season, will bring Wade McSparron on the punt. Liam Thorpe stands at his 27-yard line. He had a muff to open the game today. 5:22 left, 3rd quarter, 24-7 SMU on top. McSparron going to go left this time. End over end kick, floats across the middle of the field, and boy, Liam Thorpe caught it and then ran into his own blocker and was knocked straight backwards. He'll be at the 34-yard line.
He ran into it looked like he got destroyed by his own blocker right there.
He's fortunate he caught the ball before it happened. Yes. It was really close. It was bang, bang.
There's no foul for kick catch interference. Player was blocked into the returner. It's 1st down.
The player was not blocked into his returner. The player was knocked into his own returner. It was the Mustang knocked their guy into the return man.
It looked like a between-innings skit with a blow-up suit on, to be honest with you.
The big sumo suit on out there? Yeah. All right, 1st and 10 for Stanford. Let's get to work here, Scott. 5:06 to go, 3rd quarter. 24-7 SMU leads. Cole Tabb is the running back to the right of Gulbranson, who looks to throw. And does left side on a little quick out route. That one is caught by Benji Blackburn, their number 2 tight end, at the 39-yard line to pick up a 5.
And Benji Blackburn just 3 catches coming in. That's a nice timing route, throwing a quick out against the zone defense. Jaden Milner-Jones giving chase. Just a little bit of separation there and a nice catch by the number 2 tight end.
2nd down 5, 39-yard line for Stanford. 1 receiver each way, 2 tight ends will shift to the right. Now they'll split the tight ends, one's each way on 2nd down and 5. The handoff is to Cole Tabb. Looks to bounce out to left 40, 45-yard line. He has a 1st down, dragged down from behind by Ja'Kai Lang, but he picks up 6, and they'll move the chains.
Linebackers were trying to get organized. They weren't set and weren't lined up before the snap, and they ended up getting caught in the wash that time. That's why there wasn't an outside linebacker off the C-gap right there at the point of attack, and they're able to just run it off the edge for a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line for Stanford. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. SMU up 24-7. Tab remains the running back. 4-man front for SMU. Boo Spencer, Kevin Allen now in at tackles. Handoff is to Cole Tab, and not much there. He maybe has a yard. I think that's Ja'Kai Lang on the edge with the tackle at the 46-yard line.
It is Ja'Kai Lang. Love watching defensive ends really play well, and that time Lang did a great job of staying outside the tackle, not getting reached, securing the edge. They only got a yard off that, and that's Ja'Kai Lang with one of his better plays of the year.
Second down, 9 at the 46 for Stanford. Almost in the middle of the field as they approach the pony logo on the grass at Ford Stadium. Cole Branson wants to throw, does, left side. C.J. Williams comes back, breaks out of a tackle from Speedy Nettles, turns it up to the 40, out of bounds on the left sideline, all the way to the SMU 33-yard line with a pickup of 21.
And you can forgive the catch being made, but you can't forgive not making that tackle. Nettles just has to get there and make the tackle one-on-one. I mean, just kind of whiffed on it. And they ended up getting an explosive play off of it.
First and 10 at the SMU 33 for Stanford. Handoff is to Cole Tab, running a left side to the 30. Speedy Nettles and Alex Kilgore will have him down at the 28-yard line. They'll pick up 5. Cole Tab, their number 2 back, came in with 132 yards, a redshirt freshman out of Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
Yeah, he's a bigger fullback type, and he would rather go through you than around you. He's a man's running back.
Second and 5 at the 28-yard line of SMU. Cole Branson to throw quickly, pumps. Ball flipped out of his hand when he went to pump. And they're going to call that incomplete or a fumble.
It was a fumble recovered by the offense. It's third down.
They called it a fumble.
The arm was going forward, but I think he was trying to pull it back.
C.J. Williams, do we not get the tuck rule on that or something?
Well, it should be the tuck.
At any rate, it's no gain.
Yeah.
C.J. Williams covered it. It's third down and 5 at the SMU 28.
We'd rather have a fumble, rather have the clock run here.
Mustangs showing a blitz. Handoff to Tab going right. Has a first down. Breaks through to the 20. Tripped up finally by Brandon Booker down at the 17-yard line. He picks up 11.
A lot of space down there. Just ran right by Jeffrey Imba, who didn't quite react and could not quite get off the block of the right guard that time.
First down and 10 at the SMU 17-yard line with 1:25 left in the third quarter. Mustangs up 24-7. Cole Branson from the shotgun, and he'll hand this one to Micah Ford, and Cameron Robertson first man there to hit him and drag him down at the 16, a gain of 1.
He hit him hard too. Robertson had 6 tackles last week against Stanford in the TFL. Did a great job, just consistent pressure off the edge, the heel line chases. He's making a living chasing guys down from behind, it seems, the last couple of weeks. He's had a good game today.
Second down and 9 at the 16-yard line of SMU for Stanford.
Robertson, 5 tackles, a sack and a half today, 2 TFLs.
Cole Branson from the shotgun looks to throw and does down the left side at the pylon, too high, out of the reach of the intended receiver, Caden High. It'll be third down.
Yeah, that's Caden High, second best target that they've got, but good coverage there on the back end, one-on-one for the Mustangs and Deuce Harmon.
Third down and 9. Stanford at the 16 of SMU. They're 5 of 11 on third downs today. They came in only 34% for the season, which is next to last in the conference. Third down and 9 for the SMU 16. 2 tight to the left, tight at each way rather, and 2 wide to the left. Cole Branson looking to throw. Has time. Batted down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to be Terry Webb that knocks that one down at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete.
A great pass breakup. That's just his second pass breakup of his career. Nice job by Webb to get the hands up. He did a good job on the sack against the Syracuse quarterback last week, getting the hands up early and said, oh, no pass, I'll just come get you. Made the sack last week. That was a great play by Webb.
Going for a 34-yard field goal instead by Emmett Kinney. He made a 52-yarder earlier today that they took off the board, and then they wound up with no points on that possession. 39 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And Emmett Kinney, a little inside of the right hash. Line drives that one, and it's good. And the 34-yard field goal will cut it to 24-10. SMU has the lead. And we had 34 seconds left in the third quarter. So a little bend but don't break by the SMU defense here.
Mustangs have only given up 216 total yards today. Like the pressure, like the front seven and how they've sort of worked together. They didn't have a sack on that drive, but there have been 2 drives today where they've had multiple sacks. Very first drive of the game, in fact, had 2 sacks. And then to start the second half, you had 2 sacks. Miyazono and then Nettles and Robertson combining on that sack. And today, you've got a season-high 6 sacks for the SMU defense that came in here in terms of sacks with 13. So what is that, 19 now? 19 sacks on the year. They were already top 30 in the country in sacks.
31st, yeah.
31st.
Yeah, pretty close, and they may very well be top 30 by the end of the weekend. 19, pretty good number.
Yeah.
Through 5, now not quite 6 full games.
And doing it without having to blitz a lot, too. The front four's gotten a lot of pressure today consistently. Now, granted, their offensive line was not very good coming in. You had to start 2 freshmen at guard, although one of them was not available today.
Emmett Kinney will kick that about 6 yards deep in the end zone. And so SMU, with 34 seconds left in the third quarter, will start at their own 25.
And in a lot of these games, and we saw it last week against Syracuse, you're up 31-3 and just could not quite pull away. You would really like to see the Mustangs keep their nose down and play like it's 0-0 and get another score or 2 and just play SMU football to learn how to finish games, because it's really about creating a habit. Successful athletes create great habits for themselves, but so do teams, and you'd like for that habit to start being established where it's just automatic. You start pulling away in the fourth quarter.
1st and 10, SMU from their 25. They'll go left hash with 34 seconds left of the third quarter. Empty backfield for Kevin Jennings, and he throws a quick screen right. Ymir Knight, 25, slips through 2 tacklers to the 30, and Ymir forward to about the 33-yard line before he was finally stopped for the gain of 8.
Hibner and Hudson doing a good job of blocking out front. And, I'll almost remind you of Phil Jackson, the triangle offense, when you see those 2 blockers and then the pass catcher there sort of working in tandem, and the Mustangs doing a great job on the edge today blocking in the screen game.
They'll let the clock run out, and that'll do it for the third quarter. SMU with another touchdown on the board in that third, and they lead Stanford 24-10 as we go to the fourth. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is GiveMeTheVin.com. We love to buy cars. People don't trust car buyers. People think the price is going to be wrong, and people think it's going to be a hassle. Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is what we do at GiveMeTheVin.com, and that's what makes us America's best car buyer. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com right now and get a quote on yours.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
At Kroger, Texans never compromise. They get high quality and low prices, like never compromising on meals with guaranteed fresh produce, and never compromising their budget with low prices in every aisle on flavors from your Texas neighbors. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger, proudly serving Texas for over 70 years.
You can save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, or Pepsi. Select varieties or buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Limit 8. Kroger, Texas proud since 1955.
Well, I was down on my last dollar, then I started saving, because the bank said fiscal restraint is what you're craving. So I put my earnings in a high yield account. Let the savings compound and the interest amount. Optimizing cash flow, putting debt in check. Now time is my friend and I'm a pain in the neck. And we've got a little cash to rebuild the old debt.
Boring money moves make kind of lame songs, but they sound pretty sweet to your wallet. PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865.
Hi, I'm former Dallas Cowboy Jason Witten for LifeGenics Institute in Dallas.
Hi, I'm Rob Gronkowski. Nobody wants to deal with old injuries and the pain that goes with it. Well, now you don't have to. The future of pain relief is here at LifeGenics Institute.
Imagine relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, and other areas without surgery.
Call the LifeGenics Institute now. I can tell you personally, it works.
Schedule your consultation at 972-236-3333 or lifegenics.com. That's lifegenics.com.
This is SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket!
Start the fourth here at Ford Stadium. SMU with a 24-10 lead over Stanford. Rich Phillips, Scott Garner up here in the Milestone Radio booth. Steve Lansdale down on the sideline with us. And the Mustangs kind of just moderating a little bit in that third quarter. They got a touchdown and keeping things going forward with the 24-10 lead.
Yeah, 1 for 2, but only 2 possessions in that third quarter for the Mustangs. This will be officially a third quarter possession, I guess. They rip off one play before going to the fourth. But, yeah, you and I were kind of noticing some scores after beating Penn State, UCLA. Man, they've got a huge lead right now over Michigan State. You and I were talking about this, 38-7. Nobody thinks UCLA's any good, but you watched that quarterback last week. My gosh, that guy's good.
Nehemiah Leva?
Yeah, that's it.
Nico. How about we just go Nico? Nico. All right, they are going to go right to left. Yeah. SMU is in the fourth quarter. They have a 2nd down and 2 at the 33-yard line. Kevin Jennings in the shotgun with T.J. Harden to his left. 2nd down and 2. Harden has the handoff and drives left for a first down to the 35. Tackled by Matt Rose at the 37, a gain of 4.
And a great gain of 4. That's driving the legs, keeping the feet moving, getting it with a low pad level, using your blockers, and you're doing it really wearing down the defensive front. You can see some of those guys down there playing taller than they usually play, certainly taller than they played in that first half for Stanford. I think the Cardinal defensive front starting to get a little bit tired on a almost 90-degree day here in Dallas.
First down and 10, SMU from their own 37-yard line, just underway in the fourth quarter. Jennings hands this one off. Harden going left, finds a little hole. Boy, he was drilled at the 40-yard line. Still picks up about 3 yards. Josiah Galvan with a big hit on him there at the 40.
Boy, Josiah was injured earlier this year. Northern Iowa transfer. They didn't know if he would play today. They thought, maybe, and he's getting some time here in the second half.
It's 2nd down and 7. SMU at the 40-yard line. 24-10, they lead this early in the fourth quarter.
And this is a time in the game where you just want to be able to methodically run the football, take some clock off, and score.
Chris Johnson going to motion out of the backfield, leaving it empty. They throw a screen left for Brinson, slips a tackle at the 40, spins, and is tackled by Edwards at the 43 with a pickup of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 4 upcoming.
Yeah, and he had to earn that 3 yards, too, because that wasn't blocked on time. Nichols was late getting there for the block in the screen game. Short side of the field, boundary side, and at least sets up a 3rd down and 4 or 5 here.
3rd down and 4 at the 43 for SMU. Empty backfield for Jennings. They have 4 to the left. Jordan Hudson alone to the right. And a timeout called by Stanford. 13:08 remaining in the game. SMU 24-10 over Stanford. We'll be on the road next Saturday at Clemson with a 2:30 kick for SMU and the Tigers. We will not be on the ticket. We'll be over on 570 KLIF next Saturday beginning at 2 o'clock with our pregame show and 2:30 for the kick.
Does it feel like a 14-point game? Seems like we've got a 3-touchdown lead. Maybe it almost feels like maybe a 17-21-point lead. But, you don't want to go 3 and out right now and give Stanford any hope. They've driven the ball today. They've proven that they can drive the field on you.
Mustangs have outgained him 339 to 216 yards. Kevin Jennings, 19 out of 26 for 229 and 2 touchdowns. And Chris Johnson has an 87-yard touchdown run and a terrific 42-yard catch and run for a touchdown. 3rd down and 4 at the 43 for SMU. They go empty again. Now they will motion McFall into the backfield. 3rd down and 4.
Interesting play call coming up here. Looks like Jennings is audibleizing here.
In a shotgun here with a 4-man front for Stanford. They rush 5, and it's picked up, and Jennings backing up while he throws. Ball was delivered right there for R.J. Maryland, and he can't hang on to it. Mitch Lieber breaks it up.
They anticipate the dump pass over the middle. That was the safety valve, and Lieber rotates onto the safety valve on time for the breakup. That's a really good defensive play. They blitzed 2 backers that time and a safety, and then Lieber, the safety, rotates down to break that safety valve pass up. That's a really good defense, right? Good team defense for Stanford.
Wade McSparron to punt for the 4th time today. And he'll come left with this one, but he crosses it over to the right-hand side. Bounces at the 17. Wow, what a kick. Got to dribble along the sideline and out of bounds inside the Stanford 5. What a great punt there from Wade McSparron. 12:54 to go. SMU 24, Stanford 10. This is SMU football from Learfield.
When you're hungry for championship flavor, head to Hutchins Barbecue in McKinney and Frisco. Proud sponsor of SMU Athletics. We're talking slow smoked brisket, fall off the bone ribs, and all your favorite Texas sides. Crafted the Hutchins way with love at every bite. Planning a tailgate, office party, or family feast? Let Hutchins cater your winning spread. Hutchins Barbecue, home of the Texas Twinkie, where quality craft barbecue meets Mustang pride.
Do you know why Milestone is the official sponsor of SMU Athletics?
I do not, Bob. Why?
Because Milestone realized they are both experts at dealing with tight situations and staying cool under pressure on the field and on home repairs.
And they're both the best in Dallas.
That's right. Milestone has won Best in DFW, hosted by the Dallas Morning News, 2 years in a row.
So get over to callmilestone.com today, Bob, and get $76 off all things electrical, plumbing, and AC. Milestone, official home service sponsor of SMU Athletics. Pony up.
We'll fix it in a flash.
A smooth, close Barbasol shave in the morning lifts your confidence. That rich, creamy lather will catapult you to greatness. Nothing can stop you today. Well, except that traffic jam. Barbasol, it's a can of can-do.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
UT Southwestern Medical Center was ranked as the #1 hospital in Dallas-Fort Worth by U.S. News & World Report for the 9th consecutive year. 12 of UT Southwestern specialties are nationally ranked, including cancer, heart and vascular, and neurological care. UT Southwestern breakthroughs begin here. The official healthcare system of SMU Athletics. Go Ponies!
The SMU Ponies play here on The Ticket.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave, and a great shave starts with Barbasol's thick and rich moisturizing lather. Start your day off right with Barbasol. 12:54 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's 24-10 in favor of SMU. Great punt down to the Stanford 5, and that's where the Cardinal begin, 95 yards away with SMU up two scores.
First down and 10, Ben Goldbranson, the Stanford quarterback, 14 of 22, 173 yards and a touchdown, but he's been sacked 6 times. He'll be under center on 1st and 10 from his own 5-yard line. Tab, the running back, on a stretch handoff coming right to the 5, looking to turn the corner, does at the 10, up the sideline 15, and he's collected around the 20 by Kyron Chambers and Ahmad Moses. They'll have him all the way up to the 22, a gain of 17.
And Chambers, when he gets after it, he's pretty good, 3-star guy, but that time he kind of lost contains, failed to stay outside, and they're able to rip off a pretty good play. That's a 17-yard run to get off the goal line.
First down and 10 for the 22 for Stanford. 12:25 remaining. Mustangs lead at 24-10. Well, Branson will go under center again with Cole Tab behind him. Tight end shifts to the right. They have 2 to that side on 1st down and 10. Goldbranson, long snap count. He'll hand it again. This is going right up the middle. Cole Tab has room across 25 to the 30. Tackled at about the 31-yard line, a 9-yard gain. Isaiah Wachovia and Marcellus Barnes stop him. It's 2nd down and 1.
17-yard gain on the ground, 9 more on the ground. Kilgore pre-snap trying to get Isaiah Wachovia to drop down and get a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, trying to get Isaiah lined up correctly. 2nd down and 1 here.
At the 31-yard line for Stanford. Bryce Farrell goes wide to the left. C.J. Williams to the right. Pistol formation. Goldbranson with Tab behind him on 2nd and 1 at the 31. And Goldbranson play action. Going to fire deep down the right side. Has a receiver open. And even through contact, C.J. Williams makes the catch at the 33-yard line. Ahmad Moses like he could have gone up to try to play the ball. He didn't, and it's a big completion to the 33 of SMU.
Yeah, he's only caught 6 balls today for 63. And I say only because The last two games coming in, 20 catches for C.J. Williams. This is a player right here, maybe their best player on offense, Wisconsin transfer.
First down and 10 at the SMU 33-yard line for Stanford. Gulbranson goes under center. Mustangs lead 24-10. Handoff tab up the middle. Dragged down from behind by Speedy Nettles at the 30-yard line where he picks up 3 yards.
Stanford doing a really good job on this drive. This is very reminiscent to that 18-play drive that they ripped off early second quarter that took 10 minutes off the clock. They're doing anything they want right now. Running for 17, run for 9, pass for 36. But that's a nice carry on first down for 3 yards, but now a flag comes out. They break the huddle, I think, with 12 guys.
Offense with 11 players in the huddle.
Yeah.
5-yard penalty. Second down.
The problem is they can't run off 10 minutes here, Scott, because it's a 2-score game.
That's right. And they're going faster than they were earlier.
They are. Well, 36-yard bomb helps, too.
They're good, yeah. And that's why I thought, having to punt the football on that last drive, man, I was like, man, that's disappointing because Stanford's shown the ability to drive the length of the field, and they're 35 yards away here from making it a one-score game at home.
Second down 12 at the 35-yard line of SMU for Stanford. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Gulbranson from the shotgun. He looks to throw,
hey,
and I think they got a false start here.
Anderson, the center, rocked back at his stance. He's 74. You just can't do that.
Illegal snap. Offense. Number 74. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
He's had a rough day.
But he's also had a pretty good day, too. He's kind of been up and down for him. He's made some good plays, made some good blocks, but he's made some mental mistakes. But, hey, that's what their offensive line is. I mean, they've just not been great down low.
It's second down 17 at the SMU 40 now for Stanford. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Gulbranson, shotgun, 4-man front for SMU. Gulbranson wants to throw, has time, dumps it off underneath to Roush at the 35. Miyazono, quick stop at the 34. That'll be a pickup of 6 and makes it third down and 11.
That's a real nice touch pass to the tight end, dragging across the middle there on an underneath drag to Sam Roush, who again, that's not an easy catch to make. That's below his belt on a dead sprint. That's a good pass by Gulbranson. Man, this guy Ben Gulbranson has improved so much since the start of the season.
Third down and about 10 at the SMU 33-yard line for Stanford. Gulbranson in the shotgun. Mustangs show a blitz. Here they come. Gulbranson has that one knocked away. Kyron Chambers pops it free from Caden High. Flag comes flying in late.
Boy, I'd like to see this. This is going to be pass interference, I do believe, on the Mustangs. And I didn't think he got there early. I thought it was timed pretty well.
Oh, I did too.
Maybe a tick early, but they usually don't throw the flag on that.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 12. By rule, the ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
God, we had him stopped,
break
too.
For Stanford there.
Big break. We had him stopped.
It'll be first down and 10 instead at the SMU 29-yard line. Brett Lashley voicing his displeasure with Nate Black and his crew. 8:45 to go. 24-10 SMU lead. Stanford first and 10 at the Mustang 29-yard line. Gulbranson from the shotgun. Hands this to Micah Ford. Has a big hole up the middle. 25-20. They threw a flag before the play. And another false start.
False start. Offense. Number 0. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, I know this. Wide receiver on a handoff up the middle.
Yeah, and they're going to be a lot more sensitive to that after they just gave you a first down.
Reset the game clock to 8 minutes. 45 seconds.
Hey, the officials just gave Stanford a first down on a controversial flag. I guarantee they're going to try to even it out.
Brett Lashley not done. He is still fired up. First down and 15 at the 34-yard line of SMU for Stanford. Gulbranson in the shotgun to throw. Across the middle he does. Caught 30, 25-yard line. That is C.J. Williams to the 24, a pickup of 10.
Pickup of 10, and it's all of a sudden becoming a lengthy drive here in terms of time. Almost 4.5 minutes here, and they started on their own 5-yard line. They don't drive it real quickly unless it's right before the half, unless they have to. But if they score here, they'll have plenty of time. There's plenty of time for Stanford to come back in this thing. You've got to get a stop right now.
2nd down and 5 at the SMU 24 for Stanford. 24-10, Mustangs lead it. Stanford in no hurry. They break the huddle with 11 on the play clock. And it's still being held up because they made a sub. 2nd down and 5 on the SMU 24. Goldbranson goes play action. Here's some pressure. That should be a hold as Chambers almost had his shoulder ripped off. They don't throw that flag. The pass is complete down to the 8-yard line. As they throw it to Miles Libman, they put him at the 9, and it's 1st down and goal.
Libman on the deep dig. Good play action fake right there. They pick up the blitz. Pretty good footwork. And, boy, Goldbranson stayed calm in the pocket, delivered a strike.
1st and goal at the SMU 9. Micah Ford up the middle, upended across the 8, down to the 7-yard line to pick up a 2.
Boy, Stanford trying to go 95 yards. And, by the way, that pass to Libman a second ago was not a perfect. That was behind him. A great catch.
Officials timeout for an injured player of the defense.
That guy who just caught that deep dig for a 1st down, it was just a 6th catch of the year.
I did not see who this injured player was for the SMU defense. Maybe it was Isaiah Smith, who already ran off the field. 2nd and goal for Stanford at the SMU 7 with 7:17 to play. And it's a 24-10 SMU lead.
You know, with all the penalties, this is just going to be snap number 9 officially, but there have been 3 flags on this drive.
Including the big defensive pass interference on a 3rd down against Kyron Chambers. 2nd and goal at the 7. Goldbranson from the shotgun with 4 defensive linemen in front of him. Goldbranson to throw. Looks left, scans back to the middle, up high, caught, touchdown, caught by Caden High. Now there's a flag down in the middle of the field at the 6.
It's going to be on 51, Zyron Brown, maybe for hands to the face.
Well, I don't know. He's got his hands up.
Yeah.
He's innocent, right?
Yeah. That's the
did
first.
You see him?
The officials, hey, you got your hands up. Oh, I know you did something.
He's their backup left guard having to play because of injury. And I think that touchdown's coming off.
Was he down the field illegally, maybe?
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Offense. Number 51.
Just go with your first
15-yard penalty. 2nd down.
You had it right, Scott.
Number 6 may remain in the game.
You had it right the first
was
time.
removed as a result of the penalty.
You know, where he was standing, I thought, his hands to the face right there, and I saw it a little bit out of the corner of my eye. But then where he was standing, I thought maybe he was downfield doing that. But no, they got him.
So that marks it all the way back to the 22. It's 2nd down and goal from the 22. 6:55 remaining. 24-10 SMU leads Stanford. But they have a 2nd and goal at the SMU 22-yard line. Goldbranson will have an empty backfield.
Yeah, all that penalty did was negate a touchdown.
Yeah, that's all. 5 wide for him here, and now a timeout called by SMU with 6:55 left to play.
First charge timeout. SMU.
We'll take it with them. 24-10. SMU has the lead over Stanford. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Rudy's Real Texas Barbecue is your Mustang tailgating headquarters. Rudy's opens early at 7 a.m. 7 days a week. Whether it's breakfast tacos, sandwiches, or one of our famous group meals, let Rudy's take care of your smoking. Visit us at one of 6 North Texas locations in Allen, Arlington, Burleson, Denton, Fort Worth, or Frisco. Or place your game day order at Rudy's.com. Rudy's, Real Texas Barbecue.
This football season, elevate your SMU game days with Rebel XP. Rebel XP's hassle-free tailgating packages offer everything you need for an unforgettable experience. From setup to cleanup, Rebel XP handles it all. With a prime location just steps from Gerald Ford Stadium, all you have to do is show up on game day and bring your Mustang pride. Whether you're entertaining clients, connecting with alumni, or spending time with friends and family, Rebel XP helps you upgrade your game day without the stress. Don't miss out. Visit rebelxp.com/SMU today to reserve your full-service tailgate.
For years, everyone thought Verizon had the best network, because they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. T-Mobile's network has the most advanced 5G, with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and Insta-talk and say, "You won't believe where I am."
T-Mobile has the best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025. See T-Mobile.com/network.
Big Bang Boom! and the law, standing on business. He gon' help you secure the bag. He gon' help you secure the bag. Just call 1-800-INJURED, and that's 1-800-INJURED. Standing on business.
SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket.
Pegasus Jerky Company, handcrafted, all-natural beef jerky, made with simple ingredients for premium taste. Pegasus Jerky Company, proud sponsor of SMU Athletics. Stanford, after the hands-to-the-face penalty, they've got it second down and goal from outside the 20-yard line here. 6:55 to go. Stanford's got it 24-10. SMU the lead.
Second to goal at the 22 of SMU. They're going left to right towards the Gary Weber end zone complex here in the south end zone of Ford Stadium. Tire field, both sidelines still complete sunshine. The end zone that Stanford is going towards is about 2/3 in the shade from the end zone complex. Second and goal, Stanford at the SMU 22. They go 3 to the right. Now it'll be 2 to the right as High goes to the left. Well, Branson out of the shotgun on second and goal at the 22. He has time. Lost this one left for his tight end. Roush had a foot down, goes out of bounds. They'll spot him down at the 10, put at the 9-yard line.
Well, this guy Roush, man, he's got some hands for a tight end. He catches everything. They were a little combo, a little scissors route. That was a corner route after the mesh point. That's hard to defend. And when you put it right there, Roush is going to catch that every time.
And that's a really effective play. They go from second and goal at the 22 to third and goal at the 9 now.
They got 2 downs to do this.
Ball on the left hash. Branson will have 2 receivers to his right. Third and goal at the 9. Looking right, throwing that way towards the corner of the end zone. Bobbled and no good, incomplete. Kyron Chambers on the coverage, and they throw a flag after the play for taunting Chambers with a few hand signs for C.J. Williams.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably ill-advised.
Thinking?
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 12. Penalty is half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Oh, boy, Rhett Lashley is hot, wearing out the line, Judge.
Boy, he is wearing him out.
Yeah, I don't think Rhett believed it was ill-advised on the penalty. I think he thought it was ill-advised on the flag that was thrown. And it goes from 4th and goal at the 9 to 1st and goal at the 5.
You know, they don't want him standing over him, taunting him, and maybe that's maybe the official thought just the positioning there was enough to warrant the flag.
1st and goal at the 5 now for Stanford. 6:21 to play. They're down 14. Out of the shotgun, Branson, left hash. Play action. He's under pressure, and he threw an interception. Picked up by the Mustangs, running right to the 20, to the 30, to the 40. It's going to be gone. Down the right sideline to the 30, to the 20, and it's going to be Justin Medlock taking it all the way. Are you kidding me?
It's the second 14-point swing that we have seen today.
Boy, we got a flag down in the other end zone, and we have players having to be separated. Marcellus Barnes being pulled away by one of the GAs for SMU.
There's definitely been some chirping going on down there.
He was tangling with Jordan Onofwe.
Rich, there's a flag over here in the end zone, way down here.
I think that was them away from the play on the far side. I think that's what this flag in the end zone is. The question is, did it occur post-possession or not? Oh, boy.
Result of the play is an interception return for a touchdown. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Stanford, number 4. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
There you have it.
Boy, that's a huge play.
About a 96-yard interception return by Justin Medlock for a touchdown.
It's the second 14-point swing we have seen today for this SMU team. Man, they have created their opportunities, and all of a sudden you go from maybe a 7-point game to a 3-touchdown game.
That will be the 4th longest interception return in SMU history. The only 3 longer were all 100-yarders.
Wow.
And by the way, we had a 95-yarder earlier this year from Ahmad Moses. Keltner for the extra point. And that kick is good. And SMU facing a first and goal by Stanford at the 5 is suddenly up 31-10 with 6:05 to play.
And how about the marquee sign, the club takeaway marquee signs down there?
31-10, SMU leads Stanford, 6:05 left. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Big trip on the horizon? The parking spot gets you going faster. The parking spot is a simpler, easier way to navigate airport parking. When you book online, you save money and are guaranteed a spot. We'll pick you up at your trunk in our yellow and black spotted shuttles, help you with your bags, and take you straight to the terminal. Parking and saving come full circle at the parking spot. Get going faster with the parking spot. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot.
Herman Marshall Whiskey, one of North Texas's oldest distilleries that includes a portfolio of aged bourbon rye and single malts built from the grain up with locally sourced Texas ingredients. Make sure and visit our new historic downtown Wiley tasting room and distillery for live entertainment and that true Texas whiskey tasting experience. Available at your nearest liquor store or via their website at hmwhiskey.com. Let's whiskey.
It's finally time for some Mustangs football, y'all. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue has the perfect spot and best patio in town, featuring a 14-foot LED wall, perfect for all the game day action. Head over to Ozona and yell at the TVs while enjoying some great West Texas favorites and drinking some ice-cold drinks. Don't forget about happy hour from 4 to 7 Sunday through Friday with $1 off all bar drinks and complimentary chips and salsa. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue and online at ozonagrill.com.
If you feel like you're getting sacked by your current electricity provider, Rhythm Energy is here to help. They're bringing good energy to the Mustang Nation by offering 100% green electricity plans. And after you sign up for their Pony Up 12 plan, you'll get $100 in bill credits. Go to gotrhythm.com/SMU for this deal, just for Mustangs fans. Terms and conditions apply.
This is SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket! We'll see you at Barley House, 5612 SMU Boulevard, your home away from home for great food, cold drinks, and your official SMU game watching experience. Barley House. How about a pick six? When it looked like Stanford was poised to try to make it a one-score game, the Mustangs get the interception, and they end up taking it all the way. Medlock goes the distance. Justin Medlock with the interception return for the touchdown.
Yeah, so the longest interception returns in SMU history, 3 of them are 100-yarders. Reggie Phillips in 1984, Puttin Choate in 1977, and Charles Jackson in 1957. And then sliding in right behind them now in 4th place at 96 yards, Justin Medlock. He bumped Ahmad Moses down into a 3-way tie for 5th because Ahmad had a 95-yarder earlier this season.
You know, he's had a solid season. He had 3 tackles last week. He had 3 tackles against TCU. Had 6 tackles and a sack against Missouri State.
Sam Keltner almost put it in the trash can by the tunnel over here because he kicked off from midfield. Did you see that thing? He almost landed it in there.
That's funny. Hey, he's got a leg on him, too. We've seen that. And the Mustangs will make Stanford again, try to go another 75 yards. They've been going the length of the field, it seems, when they needed to. But now things have changed a little bit. You got a 21-point lead.
Yeah, it's a 3-score game now. That makes it a whole lot different.
The problem is your defense was just out there for a while. They got to go back out there.
By the way, SMU came in second in the nation with 9 interceptions on the season. That one, number 10. And they also came in 4th with 2 defensive touchdowns. That was their 3rd. 1st and 10 at the 25 for Stanford. Branson looks right, comes back across the middle of the field. That's batted down at the line of scrimmage. That'll be an incomplete pass. I believe Keviante Spears is the man who did it.
And Spears and Webb and those guys down low, the tackles have done a good job of timing the hands. That time they ran a slant and brought a blitz off the backside. Nice job by the defensive front to get the hands up.
6:01 to play, 2nd down 10. Stanford from their 25-yard line. Tab the running back to the left of Ben Goldbranson. Goldbranson to throw. Pressure from Ja'Kai Lang will flush him out to the right, and he's going to have to throw this one away because Keviante Spears was on him, and he threw it behind the SMU bench. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Scott Simons has done a good job of mixing up man and zone. That time they go man, and it kind of showed it from the snap. There was really no secret about it, but the pressure forcing Gulbranson to have to just unload. He had no chance, but everybody on the back end was covered up anyway.
Good to see Ja'Kai Lang with that pressure there. He's 3rd quarterback hurry of the year. 3rd down and 10 at the 25 for Stanford. They got that nickel pass rush in now with Cam Robertson playing at defensive tackle.
Boy, I'd like to get him off the field right here. You've been on the field a lot defensively.
3rd and 10. And Gulbranson, pressure from Isaiah Smith, flushes him out. Robertson gives chase, and he throws it again behind the SMU bench. That'll get him off the field in a hurry.
I don't know that I would punt right here. I think I'd probably go for it, but they're going to send the punt unit out. You punt this football away, you're going to lose this game if the SMU can just keep from turning the football over.
You think they're putting the flag up, is what you're saying?
Maybe.
And they're not ordering the refills? Ymir Knight drops back for the punt from Aiden Flintoff. He only had, a 62-yarder last time around?
Man.
And Flintoff, high but considerably shorter this time. He's going to bounce at the 38 of SMU, take a Stanford roll. He's going to end up with a nice number on it. Get away from it there.
Yes.
A Mustang in the mist down there. It'll be down at the 24-yard line of SMU with 5:35 left to play in the game. And SMU up 31-10 on Stanford.
This guy's got to be averaging 55 a kick today. It's incredible.
And he came in averaging 42. No, 40, I believe.
Yeah, 40.
Let's see. Averaging 53 is all.
Just 53.
Just 53. Yeah. 1st and 10, SMU from their 24-yard line.
Can you line up and run the football when everybody knows you're going to run it?
5:35 left in the game. 31-10 SMU, and here is a handoff. TJ Harden comes left, nothing there. Maybe a 1-yard gain. Tevarua Tafiti, the last man there to finish him off, just a 1-yard gain to the 25.
I mean, that's the objective right here. You just want to be able to line up and get 2 or 3 yards of carry here. Maybe 4-on-1, move the sticks on 3rd down, but now you're behind the chains again.
All right, here's Shotty Clayton Johnson, the Tulane transfer. Played at Tulane last year, ran for 227 yards. Actually, he played 22-24 at Tulane, had a little time at Colorado. He transferred and added to the team about a week ago. 2nd down and 9 at the 25-yard line for SMU, and a pop pass to Link Rhodes going right, 25-30, big block in front of him, 35, and Rhodes tackled out of bounds, and there's flags flying everywhere for that tackle because he was well past the line into all the white at about the 39, 38, 99-yard line. So we'll tax him on there on the first completion of the day to Link Rhodes. Could have been his first offensive snap, if you ask me today. 4:44 to go, 31-10 SMU over Stanford.
After the play was over, personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Defense, number 35. 15-yard penalty added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
Matt Rose better be careful. He had a targeting penalty in the second half last game and missed the first half today, and that was him.
That's a great point. You know, this is 95 yards in penalties now against Stanford. They've had some big ones today, and now they've got 9 for 95, I believe it is.
1st down and 10, SMU at midfield with 4:35 and counting. 31-10, they lead Stanford. And Mustangs taking some time here. They actually huddle. And now come up to the line on 1st down and 10 at midfield. Clayton Johnson is the running back, and he has his first Mustang carry here, going right across the 50, tackled at the 49, just a 1-yard gain. Clay Patterson out of Frisco Reedy, the grad transfer from Yale, had a good game today.
Has had a good game today. Patterson, probably their best lineman. Second all-time sacks at Yale. He was a transfer from Yale. He was second in all-time sacks over at Yale.
They came in with 17 transfers on their roster this year, which is more than they had done in total in the portal leading up to this season.
You know, and we've talked about Gulbranson. making such a great stride and getting better, but they lost some guys coming in. Remember, they lost Ashton Daniels to Auburn. Their quarterback against us last year.
2nd and 9, and the quick throw left here on a screen to Ymir Knight. Puts his foot in the ground and drives straight down the field across the 45, down to the 41-yard line. Ymir picks up 8 on that play. It'll be 3rd and 1.
You can't slow play Knight. He's a lot like Roderick Daniels. He can accelerate in 2 steps and get to full speed, and that time they gave him too much space just trying to play it safe, and he made them pay. It's like you got to charge ground balls. You can't let the ball play you. You've got to play the ball, and boy, they let the pass catcher play them.
3rd down and 1 at the 41 of Stanford with 3:05 left. They go empty, but I'm pretty sure a shift is coming to put T.J. Harden in the backfield on 3rd down and 1 at the 41, and that's exactly what they do. And they will give this to T.J. Harden and lowers his head and just drives right through. He was the hammer on that play, and he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. Give him 6.
This has been the complete antithesis of what we saw in the first half, because it was just maybe a yard on average a carry for T.J., but here in the second half, he's averaged 4 or 5 yards per carry. He's been able to get the hard yards inside of the second half that we didn't see in the first half.
Officials timeout for an injured player of the defense.
Stanford player down with 2:35 left in the game. It's 31-10 SMU, and feels safe in saying here this will extend the SMU record and the longest streak of the nation to 19 consecutive conference wins. That ain't easy.
That ain't easy, and it's taken some doing, and boy, just to see where this program has come in just a short period of time. But now, after this ball game today, Rich, a lot like Stanford, we've talked about Stanford, now you've got a tough stretch where you've got to go on the road at Clemson. Wake Forest on the road is not going to be easy by any stretch, but then Miami here at home, and then you've got
good. Are they any good this year? I noticed.
They're improved.
They were pretty good last Saturday, by the way.
And then you got to go at Ball. I know Boston College has not been good today.
But it's a mid-November game up there,
It's mid-November up there. It's not going to be 90 and sunny. And then you've got Louisville back here at home. So this is a tough – don't forget about Cal on the road. This is a tough – the back end of the schedule, no doubt, very, very tough for the Mustangs this year.
But they're set to go 10-0 all time in the ACC today.
Isn't that unbelievable?
It is.
Unbelievable.
Won all 8 last year, and off to about to be a 2-0 start this year. It was Josiah Galvan who was down. He's up and making his way over to the Stanford sideline.
And you know, the Duke game was incredible to win that game on the road, turning it over 6 times and then not giving up any points off any of those turnovers and to win it on that block kick. But I thought the Louisville win on the road might have been your best conference victory last year.
That's what started things going.
Yeah.
But I thought that the Duke game last year, that was when I was like, okay, so how does this CFP thing work now? That's when I decided I really should pay more attention to it. Because I think we got something going on here. And it was still a month to go in the season when that happened.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's when I made sure I understood the whole process now. So the Mustangs here with 2:18 and counting, and they do not have to snap this before the 2-minute timeout, and I feel safe to say they will not. With a 31-10 lead over Stanford as we wind down to 2 minutes to go in the game. And we will get this announcement from Nate Black.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
31-10, SMU leads Stanford. We'll wrap it up next. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Okay, Texas, pop quiz. True or false? Walmart has more than 500 million items online. True. Find a huge selection online that you can't find in stores. True or false? Groceries always cost more when they're delivered. False. Walmart's grocery prices are the same for delivery as they are in store. Last one. Walmart can deliver in as fast as an hour. True, y'all. Use Express Delivery to get eligible items to your doorstep before the pool party starts. Walmart. Who knew? Subject to availability. Fees and restrictions apply.
Hey there, Hunter here from Legacy Homebuyers. For nearly 10 years, our local family-owned team has helped thousands of DFW homeowners sell fast, without repairs, hassles, or closing costs. We can even give you a fair cash offer on the spot. And best of all, you pick the closing date. Call us at 1-800-TOP-CASH. That's 1-800-TOP-CASH or visit LegacyBuyers.com. Because when it comes to selling your house, you deserve a trusted local source.
right, let's have a clean fight. No hitting below the belt and protect yourself at all time. Now let's fight.
Getting divorced doesn't always mean fighting it out in court. There is an alternative through collaborative law, which puts you in control. To learn more, call family attorney Paula Locksmith to schedule a free consultation. Through collaborative law, you'll work through your divorce on your terms, saving you time, money, and stress. Call the locksmith before she does. Collaborative law divorce attorney Paula Locksmith. Find her at DallasFamilyLawAttorney.com. Principal office, Dallas, Texas.
I can't believe I'm about to say this. We're almost out of 2025 Tundras. Hello, I'm Dane Miner, General Manager of Freeman Toyota, and we've priced the 2025 Tundras so low, we're about out. So we decided to do the same thing with the 2026s. Like the new 2026 4x4 Tundra, 0 down, $397 a month. So come see us at Freeman Toyota, 183 and 820. Call us toll-free 1-800-NEW-CARS or shop online at freemantoyota.com.
Call 866-227-6570 for details.
This is SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket!
Pegasus Jerky Company, handcrafted all-natural beef jerky made with simple ingredients for premium taste. Snag your bag at PegasusJerkyCompany.com. Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave, and a great shave starts with Barbasol's thick and rich moisturizing lather. Start your day off right with Barbasol. 2 minutes to go. The Mustangs have it at the Stanford 34, and the Mustangs are up 31-10.
First down and 10 at the 34 of Stanford. SMU will just be looking to run this clock out. Kevin Jennings will be in a shotgun. And Chris Johnson with him in the backfield. Chris had a big day today. 4 carries, 96 yards and a touchdown. He got an 87-yarder and also had a pretty electric catch and run on a 42-yard score. First and 10 at the 34 of Stanford with 2 minutes to play. And Jennings will give this to Johnson. Coming left, slips the first tackle, but not the next one. And he's driven into the ground, out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Tough to run off tackle, boundary side. When they don't give up the edge, and they've done a good job, safety running the alley and making things tough for Chris. But you're right, he's had a career day today. Man, he's been great.
He's shown us that speed.
Yes.
Been given the ball in a couple of good spots to do it. Second down and 10. Clayton Johnson now is the running back on 2nd and 10 at the 34. He has it. Hesitates, a little patience to run up the middle and drives down to the 31-yard line on a pickup of 3.
The problem with that stretch play to the boundary on first down is that he ran out of bounds to stop the clock, and it gives Stanford a chance to use their 2 timeouts.
It'll be 30 seconds. Please reset the game clock to 1 minute, 48 seconds.
31-10, our score. SMU with the lead over Stanford. Mustangs winning 40-30 out Palo Alto last year. As they exercised the demons from the 1936 Rose Bowl loss they had out there. That's the only other time these two teams met. 1936, Stanford won the Rose Bowl 7-0 over SMU. What I still want to figure out is what the SMU coach was thinking, throwing the ball so much that they had 6 interceptions in 1936. Matty Bell, I assume, was the coach. What were we doing?
Hey, I want to know what percentage of teams that year had 6 interceptions for a season.
I know, much less one game. 3rd down and 7 for SMU, and Jennings looks to throw, and he slings it out right. This one's caught at the 38. To the 35, Chris Johnson in some traffic at the 31, and that'll officially be no gain. And I guess Stanford will use their last time out here.
I would think they would. But hey,
Stanford, it will be 30 seconds.
I like this situation because I think it's going to give Sam Keltner a chance at a long field goal here.
It's 4th down and 7 at the 31 of Stanford with 1:38 left, and the Mustangs up 31-10. Yeah, 6 interceptions are hard to come by for any team in 1935, the 1935 season, the 36 Rose Bowl.
And I can't imagine they would have kept records good enough to even know how many interceptions. Huh?
Our records are extremely incomplete from back then. Yeah. Trust me, as the host of This Week in SMU Football History every week during halftime.
I mean, we can't even get a team total for sacks in the game right now in the media game.
Well, we got it. All right, SMU got to go for this. 4th down and 7 at the 31 of Stanford. Jennings in a shotgun. Now looks over to the sideline, and SMU's going to call a timeout.
Second charge timeout. SMU. It will be 30 seconds.
We're now going to send the field goal team out. Sam Keltner has made a 34-yarder today. That would stand as his career long. Makes him just 3 of 6, though, this season. This would be a chance to better that career long. And this is going to be a 48-yard try. And remember, we told you earlier, this is his job for good now. Colin Rogers is elected to leave the program and will not be part of the team going forward. And so it's the Sam Keltner show kicking the ball. And here's a 48-yard try coming off the right hash for Keltner. Wade McSperrin is the holder. Morgan Tribbett the snapper. Hold is down. Kick is on its way. He has plenty of leg into this one. And that one is good. Career-long 48-yarder for Sam Keltner to make it 34-10 SMU.
Leg swing looks good. The strikes look good. Boy, Keltner looking really good today. I mean, he couldn't kick it any straighter. That was right down the chute from distance. Nice job by Sam. And this is the first day, I think, Rich, that you could see, hey, Keltner's ready to go. He's ready for this job now.
And so that one really good to see. Again, 48 yards for Sam Keltner. It's 34-10 SMU with a minute 32 to play. SMU leading Stanford and set to improve to 4-2 on the season and 2-0 in the ACC. We still never lose in this league. Never happened.
No.
Never before. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
I was going to say, I hope this ages well.
I do too, yeah. Going to Death Valley next week. At least it's not a night game. They play real well there at night. So maybe that's better. I don't know. I'm looking forward to going to Clemson, South Carolina, by the way. Never been there. You have fun getting there. I'm sure it's going to be a nice little planes, trains, and automobiles on your end.
That's the way it is. It's life in the ACC, and we love it.
34-10, SMU leads Stanford. Keltner to kick off after hitting a 48-yard career-long field goal. And Caden Hines going to catch that at the goal line and run it out the right side, 15-20. Spun there, and he's down at about the 21-yard line of Stanford with 1:27 to play.
You know, I just kind of like how this game has unfolded because it was kind of shaky there at the end of the first half. I mean, we give up that long drive. We hadn't played our best football the first half and then took care of business in the third and fourth quarters today. It's been fun to watch.
I should tell you that Keltner field goal was a Mavich-made field goal. Mavich Branding, the official promotional product provider of SMU Athletics. First and 10, Stanford from their 21-yard line with a minute 27 to play, down 34-10. And Goldbranson in a shotgun. Pressure is coming. He delivers this one right side, caught at the 30. And a first down to the 35-yard line to Sam Rouse, the tight end once again. And he gains 14. It's first down and 10 at the 35-yard line with a minute 15 and counting for the Cardinal.
The Cardinal ran the 2-minute offense to perfection in the first half toward the end of the second quarter.
Goldbranson from the shotgun on first and 10 at his 35. Under pressure, and he throws that one out of bounds. Did he leave the tackle box?
I think he had a receiver there, and it got past the line of scrimmage, so he's okay.
And we're okay without
we're okay with
holding?
That. Yeah, we're okay with that.
It's okay. Second down and 10. It's a minute one to go. That's why we're okay with it, right? Second and 10 at the 35-yard line for Stanford.
I'll tell you, I saw this guy Goldbranson on tape against San Jose, and I thought, man, this guy's actually pretty good. There were some scouts that liked what they saw, too, after just a horrid first 3 weeks for him. He's made some great decisions today, has not played poorly today.
Mustangs showing a blitz on second and 10 at the 35-yard line. And they only rush 3, as it turns out. Here comes a late blitzer off the edge. Goldbranson throws that one over into the SMU bench, and it's caught out of bounds. That's Jordan Hudson on the catch out of bounds. He ran that upfield pretty well out of bounds.
Hey, another solid day, too, for Kevin Jennings.
Oh, yeah.
22 of 30, 240. That's 3 big games in a row for him. 2 touchdowns. Still hasn't gone over 300 yards in a game yet this year, but he hasn't needed to, just in terms of the efficiency.
I believe his 247 today is his low of the year,
low,
though.
That's right.
He's, again, not 300, but it's a lot every week.
73% completion percentage.
Third and 10 at the 35. Goldbranson steps up into pocket under pressure and overthrows his receiver out of the backfield, Cedric Irvin, the cousin of former Cowboy Michael Irvin, and it's fourth down upcoming.
That might have been a bad throw.
Yeah, it wasn't too good.
A little toss about 3 feet over the guy's head in the flat.
4th down and 10 for Stanford at their own 35-yard line with 50 seconds left. 34-10, SMU leads it.
Although the last thing they needed was a completion and a catch in bounds.
That wouldn't help them any, but
no.
Yeah.